All right. It just went down. The epilogue. Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre. All X epilogue. Man, that jump was pretty damn good. I really enjoyed it. And I learned a lot. I saw a lot. And I came up with this summation. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses, and I'll tell you all about it in 5 minutes. Let's start the show. Let's blast this link out, and let's talk to the people. I'm gonna open the phone lines up, get your reaction. Let me know what you thought about it. You can call in and voice your opinion. It's your man Martin Nash, Breaking Beats. Let's get it, baby.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet. These niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your area. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shit, mother. Man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad side.
One, two. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me out there? Let's go. Yeah. Y'all know what this is. Yeah. What up? What up, though?
What do you mean by that? Your back is broken. What, a vertebrae or a portion?
Spinal. How y'all feel? What's the deal? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. You already know what we do. We break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It is a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. Yeah, we like to let the jokes fly. Life is serious enough. Gotta talk about it, man. Maybe this will be the last episode. We can finally put this one in the dirt. Pun intended, right? Sports fan, I see you said Spence clearly said in the locker room after the fight, he got me. Absolutely.
What up?
He got me. He said, yeah, he got me. He got me. No excuses. Epilogue said members only rules. Absolutely. Let me do a neighbors only roll call. We're going to start this show off. I'll drop the link out there, open these phone lines up so that you guys can call in and voice your opinion and tell me what you thought about the epilogue. Y'all know I got something to say. I did a rewatch earlier with the members of the neighborhood. If you was there, it was dope. It was dope. If you missed it, it's all good. I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another one probably tomorrow. But we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. One-sided ass whooping. That's what it was, right? That's what he said it was gonna be, and it was. But it was for him. It's a one-sided ass whooping, and it's me. Yeah, it was you. Let me say a couple things before I do this neighbors only roll call. Everybody ain't gonna like this episode. Some people gonna say, Martin Nash, you being too mean to the brother, man. Let the brother live, man. I ain't in here trying to tear him down. He went in there, he got paid probably $20-30 million for the fight. He gonna be all right. But you, fanboy, you gonna cry in the car on this episode. Love it.
What up?
I love it.
What up?
And you gonna need it too.
What up, gangsta?
You gonna need to wipe your tears up. I'm gonna hurt your feelings with this one. Zero excuses. I love it though. So let me do this neighbors only roll call, because without the neighbors, the show wouldn't be the show at this level. And we well on our way to 17K. And I couldn't do it without y'all. So let me do this quick roll call. I'm gonna try to go through the roll call as expeditiously as possible. I will drop the link for the members only first. Everybody else got to use the phone line. And if we have time, I'll open it up to everybody. Let everybody join the panel. But everybody, for the most part, need to use phone line unless you're a member. Because here's the deal. I ain't in the mood to hear everybody yelling and screaming, cussing and fussing all over each other. Fuck that, man. Put a case on that shit. I ain't got time for it. I ain't even got the patience or the temperament for it. I'm getting old, man. Getting old. Y'all niggas wearing me out over here. And sometimes it can get real toxic. You know, people can't get heard for, you know what, people telling people all kind of weird stuff, inviting them to their private parts, all kind of stuff. And we gotta maintain some kind of decorum here. And as your fearless leader, I will strike down the damn gavel and get somebody to fuck up out of here. They on that bullshit. Respectfully, of course. Let's do it like this. Let's take it from the top. Wrong button. Shout out to my man Cam.
What do you mean by that?
Damn, wrong button again. Let me get it together now. Shit, let me get it together. All first verse, right? Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Let me get it together.
What up?
Cam, what up?
What up?
Mr. Lay Low.
What up?
Titus the Titan.
What up?
Mr. Pass, my lad.
What up?
Adam Kelly, all the way in Australia. Mama, we made it.
What up?
Ill Status Boxing. What up, Ill?
What up?
Patricia Shelton.
What up?
That guy Eclipse 330 early.
What up?
The Boxing Scholar.
What up?
God Body.
What up?
Scans Rants.
What up?
Seen and Unseen Boxing.
What up?
Dupes Times.
What up?
Stephen Bateman, all the way in Australia. Mama, we made it down under 2 times, just like the undisputed champion.
What up?
Terrence Bud Crawford. Oh yeah, they're gonna hate me. I know boxing. What's popping?
What up?
Tell Toya.
What up?
Tank the Sweet Science Examiner.
What up?
Ricardo Johnson.
What up?
Rockman.
What up?
Wanda Villa, the Rilla, aka Epoxy Magic.
What up?
AJ, he don't play.
What up?
Johnny Goodman, what's hood, man?
What up?
Electro Jazz, stay getting his bread.
What up?
TY, what up?
What up?
Miguel Ramos.
What up?
Philip H, the all-time great.
What up?
Abigail Hollis. Holla.
What up?
Shout out to On the Mic with Terence Bailey Sr.
What up?
I am Cam Edwards. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska.
What up?
The XO Factory. Shout out to the factory.
What up?
Dub Right Side.
What up?
Mr. Golden, he stay holding, aka the Back End King, BEK.
What up?
Raheem the Dream Soto.
What up?
You already know so.
What up?
Like that.
What up?
My girl Memo, aka Girl Behind the Mic.
What up, gangsta?
Shout out to my sister Memory, aka Girl Behind the Mic.
What up?
John Nori came to tell his story.
What up?
Major Key Boxing. What's popping?
What up?
Lady Shan done them season, my UK girl all the way in London town.
What up?
Shout out to Cooking with the Champ, aka Champion Heart.
What up?
On the floor with Shelton Moore.
What up?
SLG, that's my boy Sam from Washington.
What up?
Shout out to my other boy, his name is Sam as well, Sam F.
What up?
That's Sam Farley.
What up?
Shout out to Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment, that's my boy F Merritt.
What up?
Kendall,
What up?
D-Lo 404 Boxing, what's popping?
What up?
Karma Serene with the Serene Saturdays. Oh, them Saturdays won't serene last week, what is this?
What up, gangsta?
You know I had to rub it in one more time, Karma, I had to.
What up?
Nick Rich in this bitch. Shout out to my sister Nikki in Central Florida.
What up?
Aaron Parker, the Big Talker.
What up?
Taylor Bell with TapTech, UnlockSim.com. Unlock your next device today.
What up?
Transcendent Sports Channel, my Filipino brother from another all the way in Canada.
What up?
Damn, we global.
What up?
Pistiana Fights. She just might.
What up?
Jacob Sims, that's him.
What up?
Haplo, let's go.
What up?
MFB.
What up?
Miss Queen Sunkiss.
What up?
Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire. That's 9-time champion Nonito on his way to the Hall of Fame. And we're going to be with him every step of the way.
What up, gangsta?
True Media Today, USA Boxing. That's my guy, Coach Malachi William. Coach, what up?
What up?
Pudo.
What up?
Food Revolution, aka Foodie with the Beauty.
What up?
KP from KC5.
What up?
Matt Wade,
What up?
Beyond Above Media.
What up?
Pittsburgh T.
What up?
SF City Slicker.
What up?
I know boxing.
What up?
It's Mex.
What up?
Rider of the Storm.
What up?
Here to There.
What up?
Matty Yoel.
What up?
Cliff Bailey.
What up?
Con Shawnery.
What up?
Lisa Bell, she never fails.
What up, gangsta?
H.O. Deezy.
What up?
Cooking with Sir Senior.
What up?
Brandon Washington.
What up?
D. Bevel the Champ.
What up?
And of course, the little fish himself, my good brother Derek Lincoln.
What up, gangsta?
Yeah, ain't no more big fish for you. Ain't no more big fish for you. That's over. Ain't no more shout out to the big fish, Derek. No, Derek Lincoln, you the little fish now. All right, so we have a couple things to unpack. I'm gonna drop the link out there early for the members only, and I have the phone lines open. Got a couple things I want to unpack from this, and I'm looking at the fight over here. And let's see something. Serrano is in the last round. Serrano and Hardy, they in the last round right here of a 10-rounder. Let me drop the link out there for the members only, members only, members only. If you are not a member, you have to use the phone line. Members, you are invited to join the panel and tell me what did y'all think about the epilogue. I loved it. No, I definitely didn't say her. I didn't forget Abigail. I said Abigail Hollis. Holla. I know I said that. I know I said that. I know I said it. Didn't forget her. Did not forget her. But I appreciate it though. Trying to keep me on my toes, but I'm sharp, baby. I'm still sharp. Like I said, like I said before. I'm too sharp. I'm too sharp. I'm ahead of my competition. I mean, these guys are good, but I'm God gifted. I'm God gifted, Haplo. These other content creators, they good. They all right. But I'm God gifted. Like your boy, Terence, Bud, Crawford. Okay, a couple takeaways I took away from it. First of all, I hate they let's start with the good things I like. I love how they show both sides of each guy's family before, during, and after the fight. I don't like how they try to make me feel sorry for Errol Spence with that damn sad music at the end. So I got to put a case on that. All right. I do love the fact we can hear that boom mic picked up Jamel Charlo talking to, I believe it was James Harden. He was like, y'all in the same weight class? Nah. I'm undisputed at middleweight. I'm about to fight Canelo, man. I already did this shit. Crawford did it too already. This is his second time being undisputed. And he's undefeated. He's the knockout artist. He's beating up your stablemate right now. Man, these niggas can't fuck with me. Who is these niggas? You ain't talking about Errol, are you? Okay, you just talking about Bud. Okay. But you plurified it when you said these niggas can't fuck with me, but it's cool. I thought it was cool though that they got Jamel Charlo. Ooh, he was getting mad. And I couldn't hear him as Bud was telling him, you next nigga. And he was like, you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. All right. Sounds like he wants it though. Put a case on it. Or does he? We'll talk about it. Another thing I noticed that I loved about it was when they showed the process of the guys resting and rehydration before the fight and preparing themselves. I like the process. I really enjoyed the process. Another thing I enjoyed too was just how elated and so ecstatic Bomac was, because Bomac was, let's be clear, he's been the focal point of a lot of ridicule for a lot of content creators. He's definitely been the whipping boy, right? He's an easy target. He's a heavy set man. So, and he doesn't come from a place where a lot of people know boxing from. Omar, he doesn't have a very large stable full of a lot of champions. He's not trainer of the year, but you could not tell me he wasn't by the way they put on that virtuoso performance. Master class. Let's get into it. Shout out to Rodney Evans. He said 3 times on the way, Terence Bud Crawford, 3-time lineal, undisputed on the way. We're gonna see. So like what was that? Okay, so Bomac is always like he's a point of contention with a lot of fans. Very easy, low-hanging fruit. He's a big guy. Let's pick on the fat guy. I get it. But what was I telling y'all leading up to the fight? Bomac is not going to throw a damn punch. His job is not to throw a punch. They was like, well, he fat. Derrick James running with his fighters. Bomac ain't got to run a mile. Another thing I thought was funny, I didn't notice this in real time being in the arena, but watching it on TV, I didn't see Derrick James stretching and hopping his legs up and down like he about to do some shit too. Like, nigga, you ain't about to fight. Put a case on. What the hell is Derrick James doing? What the hell was Derrick James doing? Let me give him the drop. What the hell is going on? Derrick James was throwing punches and shit. That nigga was stretching his legs, hopping up and down. I was like, that nigga having a flashback to when he was fighting. Like, nigga, you ain't about to fight tonight. You here to run the corner. Joseph Bailey, what up, bro? Salute to you. So another thing, let's just cut right to the chase. I did a rewatch earlier today with some members of the neighborhood, right? We kicked it. We had a little good time, talked some shit, rewatched the fight. We all did a breakdown and a recap of the fight. Mac, what up? B Mac, what up? I see you. But what stood out to me, yeah, I'm just getting started, baby. I'm just getting started. But what stood out to me was Errol Spence Jr. looked fine. Errol Spence looked like Errol Spence. Now, you don't get that in the real time watching it the first time. It just looked like it was a one-sided ass whooping, and it was. But Errol Spence was trying, though. He was drowning. You ever seen somebody swimming and they don't know they drowning? They just flailing their arms, and then they whoop, 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 and then they just go underwater. That's what was happening. But he was trying to swim. He was just getting drowned. Terence Crawford was dunking his head underwater over and over again. So all of that, I'll save my part for this after this. I got Heplo here. But all of that shit is for caskets. That shit is a rumor. It's a narrative. I've watched that fight Saturday. I watched it on YouTube. I watched it in Telemundo. Nigga, I don't seen that fight in Tagalog. Like, what's that Philippine language? Ain't it called Tagalog? Whatever. I seen it in Toilet and Tagalog. Both of them, nigga. Fuck it. He beat this dude in every language. Oh, shit. Sounds the same in every language.
Portuguese.
Man, I've seen it in every. I've seen that shit in Russian.
Chinese.
All of them sound the same. Ooh.
Kazakhstani.
Oh! Hey, look, oohs and ahs sound the same in every language. Terence Crawford beat the shit out of this dude, and he was trying. All that he didn't look like Errol, that's bullshit. I watched the fight a bunch of times. He looked like Errol until he got put on his ass in the second round, and Crawford started taking over the fight. That's the only thing that changed. Even up to when he got his ass whooped, got stopped. He was always throwing punches. When he got dropped both times, he's been throwing punches. He was trying. That guy just had his number. He was faster, he was stronger, and he was smarter than Errol Spence, and he had better coaching. For more on this, let's go to my boy Haplo and Kelly. What's up?
Yeah, bro. Errol Spence, was always able to diminish his opponents with pressure and, just constant, jabbing, working his way in, getting on the inside and hitting them to the body and then going up to the head for the finish. Crawford knew all that. This guy studied all that for years. And when Errol would throw a combination, Crawford was almost laughing. Like, he saw every single punch coming like it was the Matrix. And he was Neo. And like there were bullets, and he was just like, let that one go. All right, this one I'll take on my shoulder. Like he wasn't worried about shit. There was nothing surprising at all coming from Errol. Nothing. He was doing his same normal shit that we all knew he was gonna do. So I don't know why anyone's surprised by that.
I noticed the better coaching. Clearly better. My bad, bro.
Way better coaching.
Brought me a vape back from Vegas, man. This shit is
way better. I'm gonna hit my vape since you're doing that.
Amazing, bro. Oh,
this girl left a vape over at my house. I'm gonna try it. It's my first time.
That's what they all say. But look, let me tell you this, man.
Allegedly.
I'm just talking some shit. Hey, look, ask me how did they become a member? Let me drop the link. We got the best members only on YouTube.
Hey, listen, if you're not a member of Mark Nash, you better become one, because honestly, like the whole membership thing I used to think was bullshit until this channel. And like there's actually benefits over here of being a member. I'm a member of a few other channels that I like a lot, but I'm not going to shout them out. I'm just saying I'm a member of other channels, but this is the only channel where a membership actually means something to me.
Right. Yeah, over there you just give away free money. That's just a monthly donation.
It's just like, it's my friend. Like, yeah.
Here's a donation every month.
Yeah.
Get shit from it.
No. But over here we got actual benefits. So if you're not a member of Mark Nash, seriously fucking hit that button and fucking become, and tell them how to do it, Mark.
All right, well, I got a link right there in the chat. We got 3 levels of membership for you. You can just become, not just, because this benefits to all of them. You can become a neighbor. You can become friends and family, or you can become an architect. The architects are the people I look to that help me build a community. And they come to me with ideas. I go to them with ideas of how to improve the show, and they get first dibs on all the content before anybody get it. So they get the content first, then it trickles down to the friends and family, and then it goes to the neighbors. But got a lot of exclusive content over there for everybody on all levels. All right, let's get back to the smoke. Also, even joining the panel. That's a member. That's a perk to being a member. I don't let everybody join the panel. We got all the time. We got enough.
Oh, I know. I see the day coming when there's never going to be a
Open
non-member on the panel.
Ever.
There's going to be so many members.
Yeah.
You're just going to
We almost at
have
100.
plenty
man.
of people.
We moving. We almost at 100. But yeah, it's gonna get to the point where you can't even talk to me unless you're a member on the panel, bro. Like, use the chat. I might not even take phone calls from everybody one day. Who knows? But God is good. Hey, Brandon, it's not a dead horse. We wrapping it up. This was the epilogue.
No. It's never going to be a dead horse. This is
Brandon,
why I wanted to jump on. This
Why
is why I
are you here?
wanted to jump on.
Be a day trader, nigga. Don't you work on stocks now? Then you quit boxing?
Yeah, you need to be worried about the markets in Asia right now, bro.
Talk to him.
They're up.
Oh,
Think
man.
about those prices over there and be doing deals over there, bro, because you don't know shit about boxing. Well, actually, you did know shit about boxing, bro. When you said Spence wasn't ready and you had to take off your Spence underwear and shit, that was smart. But then you kind of switched up later when you got caught up in all the hype, bro.
Damn,
And
let him live. He a member too. Let him live. Let him
This shit
Let
is
him
not
live,
going
man.
away. This is not going. It's like
not
the
going away.
Mayweather fans and the Pacquiao fans. Like the Pacquiao fans all disappeared. You know why? Because they will never live down the fact that Pacquiao fucking lost to Mayweather. And that's why they're all gone. And soon you will be too.
Mm. Damn. You sent him to eternal damnation with that one. But so tell me, what did you think of the epilogue? Did you
I
notice?
thought it was great, man. I loved it. I fucking loved it, bro. When they played the sad music and all that shit just made me laugh because every time they played it, I was thinking about him saying he was gonna beat Terence Crawford into submission like a slave.
Yes.
That is the lowest thing, in my opinion, as not a member of the black community at all, right? That to me would be like the lowest thing a black person could say to another black person. Like, to me, that's like an Armenian telling another Armenian, I'm going to put you in the fucking dirt like the Iranians did in the genocide. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be like as low as, I don't know. That's as low as you can fucking go.
Yeah, I get it. A Jewish person saying, I'm gonna put him in the
Yeah,
gas.
I'll put you in the gas. Yeah, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You don't hear them doing that. And then he's saying on the podium that he's one of the greatest welterweights of all time. No.
Hold on, let me give him the drop.
Small heads.
Hold on, let me give him the other drop. Nigga, you?
They never heard of it.
No, you not.
And say he lied also because he said he was going to put him in the dirt.
He lied. Y'all niggas worship him.
Yeah, that's my favorite one, bro.
And it fits perfectly. Oh yeah,
I'm
Brad,
gonna put him in the
it's never
dirt.
going away.
It's
Your
gonna be
box-
man down.
Hey, look, your boxing record. Hey, Haplo, let them know your boxing record stay with you for life. It don't.
Oh,
it ain't-
and this fight was so big and it was so overblown out of proportion because they made us wait for so goddamn long that this one is gonna stick. It's gonna stick in everyone's memory for a long, long time. What did you say? I can keep going. The episode was great. I especially like the part where Errol Spence was sad and crying after the fight. And I like the way they showed all the bullshit he was saying on the podium. Mark, if you're there, I can't hear you. I'm just vamping. I can't hear you if you can hear me. But yeah, he was saying he was one of the greatest welterweights of all time. They replayed all the parts about, I'm going to put him in the dirt. I'm better than bigger. I'm going to break him. I'm going to be stepping. All that shit.
It
Never heard of it. And
Lied.
he lied.
He lied. Hold on. He lied. Oh, you ain't heard that one, huh?
No.
Oh, I lied, baby. I lied.
That's a good one. I like that.
Oh,
But anyway, I don't want to take
right.
up too much. I don't want to take up too much.
No,
'cause
you
Shelton's here.
remember this? All we gonna do?
No.
Is
I'm gonna.
tonight.
I
Let's
just want to
go.
finish. I just want to land the plane. So I know you want to introduce Sheldon.
Okay.
The thing I like the most about it is that it shows what happens when your mouth writes a check your ass can't cash, and you avoid the banker for 5 years. Okay. I'm adding avoiding the banker for 5 years because that's what he did. Okay, he admitted that he had PTSD. His fans ignored that completely. But now they want to make excuses after he didn't look the same. He didn't fucking look the same. He told you motherfuckers he has PTSD. That is not a fucking joke. He has PTSD, and guess what? It's even worse now. Shelton, what's up, brother?
Bunch of alligator.
Fellas, y'all must be talking about the epilogue.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
nice. They did a good job. They did a good job.
Ever getting her dance on her birthday? That nigga up there
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah. I saw
I'm
it.
leave your dancing shoes at home. Ha! Mama, bring 2 pair. Bring one for you and bring another one for Spence because his ass was skating all night. He been in skates all night. He was slipping and sliding, man. He needs some dancing.
The part I loved the most, bro, was how, you know, the Errol's family, they was talking all that shit. And then in the middle of the fight, it just got real quiet.
Yeah, and then how they looked after.
Oh, when they cut the camera to everybody, his girl, his mom, Jamel, and then they cut the camera back to his mom. She was like, "It's okay, baby. It's okay."
I salute his mom, though, because his mom never stopped cheering. His mom kept cheering for him. She kept cheering for him.
His mama gave up.
And then
too.
at the end, she was like, "It's okay. It's okay."
He hadn't even got knocked out yet. She already knew.
She was cheering for him in the 7th round when he went down. She told him, "Get up, fight back."
But round, I think it was the beginning of round 9. She was just like, "It's okay."
Yeah, because she knew it was over. She knew it was over. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, "Yeah, that's how he used to look when we used to whip his ass, defeated." He looked defeated.
Yeah, he just ran into a buzzsaw, bro. You ever heard that term before?
You said a bud saw, like a bud.
He ran into a buzzsaw. He ran into something he couldn't stop. He ran into something that was waiting on him. That ass was waiting on him.
Himself in the fight, Shelton.
Huh?
He acted like he was gonna talk himself into the fight. He was gonna will himself into victory. I'm gonna break.
He said that. My will is stronger than his. That's what he said. Your will is stronger, but your skills ain't good enough.
His will wasn't stronger, bro.
He thought it was
not stronger.
He thought it was. How we gonna tell that man?
Whoever told him that lied. Whoever told him that lied.
Nobody told him that. He lied to himself.
They told him that, bro. They were telling him, no one can fuck with you, Earl. You're Will. You fucking break people down. You're gonna break him down. You're the bigger man. That's what they were fucking telling him, bro. Pumping his head full of bullshit. They were pumping his head full of bullshit, Shelton. And here's what happened. His will wasn't stronger because if it was, he never would have crashed that fucking car. He never would have been picked up off the fucking sofa saying, "Do what?" If his will was that strong, he would have been in the gym just like Bud. And then we would have seen equal training.
He thought by surviving that car accident that nothing could stop him.
Oh, I know niggas like that too.
That was almost the worst thing that could have happened.
Got shot.
That's what he thought.
Horrifying shit, and it was like, you know, nothing to lose tattooed around the gun wounds. Everything the gang embedded in his brain. Like they was on some shit like that. Nothing can stop me if I can take 3 bullets.
That's what he believed.
That's what Tupac thought too.
And see,
rest in peace.
And see, rest in peace. And the thing is, he didn't realize he was. I mean, I don't know because I don't. You know, he thought by beating all those guys that he actually beat somebody, not realizing they spoon-fed them guys to make him look good so they could sell him. And they did a good job.
When you stay on the same side of the street, Shelton, that gives your promotional company the ability to make guys look even better than they really are. because they're not fighting. They're not fighting the other guys, and of course they're going to diminish all the other guys that aren't on their panel.
Well, the thing is,
promotional.
He fought a bunch.
Roster,
He fought a bunch of guys that were the same fucking style. He fought a bunch of the same guys over and over again.
There were like slight variations, and if you listen to his fans, it's like, "Oh my God, look how he adjusted between Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter. Oh my God, and he fought two." No, he fought exactly the same against both of them, and they really, honestly, weren't that different. One guy was trying to get on the inside, and one guy wanted to stay in the mid-range.
Well, the difference
that was the biggest difference.
Well, as you saw in the fight, bro, the difference was one had really good feet, just no power, and the other one had power, but it was slow as molasses.
Yeah.
So slow, bro.
And blind. He throws that left hook blind, bro.
But we got to end that narrative, dog, because I watched the fight with y'all earlier today. I saw all of us saw it on Saturday. Many of us saw it.
I fucking missed watching it with you guys. I wish I had been there.
I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna record it so we don't have no buffering issues. And I'm gonna do it again. But I said,
so what narrative we got to end, bro?
Huh?
What narrative do we have to end?
Okay, that wasn't Errol. It won't. All of that wasn't him. He didn't look like Errol. He fought just like he always fought. And
that's not a narrative, Mark. That's
a lot
bullshit.
Hold on, let me show y'all this.
They lied.
Hell yeah. Let me put this graphic on the screen before I go to clips.
He lied. Y'all need to worship him.
Let's go. Punch stats, y'all. Look at the punch stats. Errol Spence threw more punches than Terence Crawford. He threw more jabs.
They said he was.
He didn't land more.
No.
Let me speak. Let me finish my my little graphic breakdown first. I was like, damn. He's like, please.
Like, goddamn.
Hey, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna let y'all cook. He threw more jabs than Terence Crawford. He did not land more. Terence Crawford is the more accurate puncher. He threw more power punches. He did not land more power punches. Terence Crawford was more efficient. Terence Crawford threw 369 punches, landed 185, 50%. Errol Spence Jr. threw 480. He threw over 100 punches more than Terence Crawford. Landed less than half. So what I'm telling y'all is, this is Errol Spence. He just couldn't hit this guy. This guy was countering him, clipping him.
Bro, I completely fucking agree. What do you mean it wasn't Errol Spence?
That shit is for caskets. The punch stats are the proof. Just because he couldn't do shit with the guy and he couldn't hit him, or those punches, the guy was able to slip, move, counter, turn him, tie him up like I told y'all he would, don't mean it wasn't him. He just couldn't beat this guy.
The thing I hear the most, bro.
And this is the last key takeaway.
Yeah, go ahead.
I heard the damn corner telling him in the fight, he keep doing the tight shit like this, tight guard like this. Talking about Terence in the high guard. He said, do the wide shots, throw the wide shots around him. That's bad coaching. Why is Derrick James telling Errol Spence to throw wide shots on Terence Bud Crawford? And he's getting buzzed up with them short, choppy shots in between all night. Why is Derrick James telling him to throw wide shots? He literally said, throw wide.
I'll tell you why. Derrick James really doesn't know what to do in that situation. Have you ever seen him fight? Have you ever seen Derrick James fight?
Yes.
We talked about that. There you go, Hap. We talked about that.
He doesn't know what to do in that situation. So he got his ass whooped in the same situation. So why would he know what to fucking do? Everything he did with Errol worked with all the fighters they fought, and so he never had to develop anything else. He just was stick to that game plan, and when he was getting fucked up in there, like they all kind of expected in the back of their minds, but deluded themselves that it wasn't going to happen. The Errol was just going to be going there like a juggernaut and roll over Bud. When that didn't happen, they were lost. They were floundering, and I mean the pun is intended. They were floundering. And he was saying, throw wide punches. Like throwing wide punches against Bud Crawford is a good idea. He's just going to surgically dismantle you, even if you throw tight punches. Now, you start throwing wide punches, you're going to get fucked up even worse, bro.
Right, that's bad.
That was horrible advice.
What?
Yeah, go ahead, Clips.
Well, it was obvious when we watched the rewatch, and if I'm with you guys, if we ever do it again, Mark, please timestamp this. You can look at. I brought it up again. 1 minute and 14 seconds left in the first round. Spence throws 3 jabs that hit nothing, and you watch Terence Crawford's eyes. You remember, Hap? I called it in real time. You watch Terrence's eyes. You watch Terrence's eyes get real big, and watch that fight.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
saw
oh,
that.
nigga, you can't reach me here, and you really can't see me, it seems like. And if
He's
you watch,
taking note of all those little things, bro. That's the thing, bro.
right, and if you watch that whole fight, even the rounds where, I personally believe that Bud, like, necessarily didn't carry him, but let Spence get comfortable and let Spence get off and everything. If you watch, Bud is standing with his lead right foot on the inside of Spence's lead right foot, and his lead left foot in front of Spence's lead left, and he's standing with it, but he's inside of him, but he's keeping his body at this weird angle where Spence would have to throw wide to try to connect with his head. And Spence is throwing wide while Bud's throwing straight punches in between his shit. Mark even called out a 3-round sequence where Bud was throwing under Spence's guard, kind of like instead of looping over his left hand, he was coming in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle of the guard and punch.
Right. I couldn't agree more. Go ahead, show more, and then Hap said he got something he want to talk about. Okay, we'll come back to him. Go ahead, Hap.
Yeah, I'm glad Clips. Yeah, I was there. We were watching the exact same. We were commenting to each other the same shit. Like, fuck, we see exactly what's going on in here, and it's just weird that everyone else didn't see the same shit. But one thing I want to say is to the he wasn't the same thing first. He told you guys he had PTSD going into it. So, like, everyone's trying to find an excuse. It was the Illuminati. He was drugged. He smoked a joint that Mike Tyson gave him. His girl gave him a drink that was laced with this. He was he was tired. He was weight drained. No, he told you before the fight he has PTSD. I don't think people really understand how serious that is. I've had PTSD before. I'm not going to go into why, but I have had it, and it is no fucking joke.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing, though. But I'll let you talk. Let me interject briefly. The detractors or the people who disagree with what you're saying would say he's talking about PTSD from the car accident, not from
No, I agree with them. He is talking about it from the car accident.
All right, so Todd,
but it's still PTSD, bro. Like the symptoms that you experience, they don't care about the source of it. They still fuck with you no matter what. It could be from, an incident with your child. It could be from, your grandma got run over by a tractor in front of your eyes, or you got blown up in a war and you have one leg. It doesn't matter. The symptoms of PTSD are horrible, dude.
I agree with you to a point, Hap. I mean, I've had some crazy things happen, even job-related stuff on the oil fields. I've been in the blast zone of explosions and things to where, like, I always laugh at movies when, you see the guy walking away from explosion. Like, I've been in the blast zone. That shit doesn't happen. Movies never talk about the concussion, that your internal organs and your bones are shaking. And I remember after one sequence, yes, I survived one of those and a car accident, and loud noise fucked with me for a while. Like I would get jittery.
Yeah, I got a friend who was in fucking Iraq, bro. Like, as soon as a truck starts, bro, he's looking around, he gets all nervous. I gotta be like, dude, it was just a truck, dude. Relax. Take a breath.
Right, without sharing too many stories of our own PTSDs and stuff. Tied all together, though, Hap, like, you think that affects him in a boxing match? Even though,
and I think it's going to be even worse now.
But
it's going to be even worse now because I think that.
But Hap, he fought 2 times since.
Hang on, you said let me tie it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I'm saying is now he also, aside from the PTSD that he already had, He has the PTSD of being pantsed in front of the entire world and shown to be wrong about everything he was saying, and in a brutal and humiliating beatdown. That's gonna just add on to that PTSD, bro. That's gonna make it worse. Okay? So anybody saying like, oh, let him get it back in blood at 154, you guys are fucking tripping, man. That guy is damaged goods. He was damaged goods before this fight, and he's even worse now. And on to the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is this idea of, what did I say in the fucking chat? Oh yeah, carrying him. I thought when I was watching it, and I said this to Clips, I think he's carrying him to punish him. I thought it was punishment. I thought it was more like an Ali Terrell type thing, but I hear more people saying,
we were saying around 5 and 6 in real time. We was like, yeah, we're getting real Ali Terrell vibes in round 5.
That's what I thought. But there are people saying he felt sorry for Errol and didn't want to take him out. That's one theory. Okay, mine, the Ali Terrell, he wanted to punish him theory is one. The he was carrying him because he felt bad for him one. And then
fuck all of that. What you think? I don't want, because
I told you the Ali Terrell. I think he was punishing him for that slave shit, bro.
Okay.
When you say so, I'm gonna beat you into submission like a slave. All right, I'm gonna hold you up and punish you as long as I can.
I felt like he was trying to get him out of there from round 2 on. When he dropped in that first time, he knew he had him, and he was trying. But in that round 8, where people say he was carrying him from round 7, I thought, at first when we first watched it, when I first watched it on my own, I was like, he was trying to let Spence make a mistake. He was letting the pain seek in and let Spence adrenaline.
Yeah, I thought he was carrying him from the second round on.
Letting him trying to figure out what he was gonna do. But watching it again today, and then he was stepping, moving real quick, moving little twitchy ways, trying to get Spence to open up and make a mistake. And Spence kept his defense tight. Spence didn't do too much. He did a little bit, but he didn't do enough, and he didn't make no mistakes. But Terence couldn't get him. But Terence was looking to try to get him, trying to get him. He was pressing him. He was doing that ninja shit with the arms and stepping with his feet, shifting his feet real quick. He changed the level and changed the pace just a little bit. And he was pressing Spence, making Spence back up, making Spence think. He was doing shit like that. But I don't think he was conserving energy. No, he was going for him, but he was looking, but he was just being smart, trying to find the way he was going to get him, trying to make Spence make a mistake, seeing what Spence was going to do. But round 9, he went on round 9, and even when he got Spence in round 9, it was because Spence started pressing. And once he started pressing, he made mistakes. And Crawford.
See, the way I took it, Mark, was personal punishment for all the transgressions. That's just the way I saw it. But I get what you're saying. That makes sense too. And there are other people saying he felt bad for him. There's lots of different theories as to why. But to me, from round 2 on, he could have taken him out. If he had really gone for it in round 3 or round 4 or any round, he could have taken him out. And for some reason, he kept him on his feet. Maybe he wanted to give him some dignity. Maybe he wanted to punish him. Those are the two things that vacillate in my mind.
Crawford's a killer, man. Every punch he threw when he was trying to hit him, he was trying to hurt him, bro. When he was trying to hurt him with the jab. He was hurting him when he was coming over the top with them shots. I don't think he's
in there. He was. No, I'm saying every punch was trying to hurt him.
Nice on you and trying to carry you because I'm your friend. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I'm thinking he's trying to punish him. Because I agree, every punch he was throwing was trying to hurt him. But I think he threw punches, like he was just in so much control that he basically was like, I'll knock you out whenever the fuck I want to, so let me have some fun in here. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Fair enough. We can agree to disagree. Let me go to the chat. Mr. Golden said he just wanted to fuck Errol up. All that bullshit they put him through. D-Ray said trying to explain why they lost money. Missed what he said before that. Somebody said it's obvious Crawford people betted on the 9th round. That's not true. I even got his sister. I got Isha on camera. So see what I'm saying?
like that. We got to stop those rumors and conspiracies. I got Isha on the phone walking through the hallway while I'm talking to somebody in the behind the scenes, and she's on the phone with somebody, and this the entourage walking through, and I said, "Congratulations, Isha." And as I'm saying that, but you can hear her saying, she's like, "Bitch, I bet on the wrong fucking round." She's mad. I think she bet on 8th or either the 10th, something like that. But whatever it is, she bet on the wrong round. And she's on the phone cussing somebody out like, "Damn, man, I bet the wrong round." So she didn't pick the right round. And if that's his lady and she got the round wrong, I'm sure. Come on, bro. Let's not do that. Those are conspiracy theories. That's not true. Not true. Like I said, I got that on camera, and y'all will see that on members only exclusive. I'm still dropping exclusive shit. Tonight I'm gonna drop the interview I did with Red Spikes. It's short. This is after the post fight when we were talking with other people in the media row right there. So I'll drop that at right after this episode. But go ahead. It's open. Go ahead, have a little clip, show them more. What did y'all think of Jamel sitting there arguing with James Harden? James Harden was like, "They in your weight class?" And he was like, "Hell no, they ain't in my weight class. Man, I'm about to fight Canelo, man. Man, I'm already undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I done did this shit already. These niggas can't fuck with me." Because Crawford kept looking over.
He didn't do 2 times undisputed.
Right. Did not do that. I just thought it was interesting that when he that the conversation, Crawford is fucking with him so much that NBA stars in the crowd are looking at him like, "Y'all in the same weight class?" Show you how little they know, right? James Harden's like, "Y'all in the same weight class?" Like, this nigga keep calling you out during the fight. Like, man, I'm about to fight Canelo, man. Like, I like trying to get off that Canelo hype. Scans Ren said, "Bud won. You damn right he won." He said, "But stop acting like dude was a victim." What you mean? He mismanaged his own career, re-signing with top ranked severe.
Oh, dude, fuck this guy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, you're a fucking idiot, dude.
You mad because you lost, bro. You lost, bro. You spent all these years calling that man dud, and all my comments on every video. I could be talking about relationships, religion, politics. That nigga in the chat talking about calling him Dud Crawford. You was wrong about him. He beat the shit out of your dude. So all that big fish shit you talking about for caskets until I say I don't want to talk about it no more.
Tartar sauce.
And even then I'm gonna talk about it. If you still
Tartar
around,
sauce for you.
You still around 10 years from now, I'm gonna still bring it up, dog. I'm like about Bud and Spence, right? Oh, okay.
Hey, to that person right there, Mark, all I gotta say is, did you enjoy your fish dinner?
Tell him again, Clip. Shit.
Are not here tonight to be played with. They are here tonight because they want to change in their life and they want to change in their community.
Yeah, man, we're gonna change this community, man. One episode at a time. Get out of here with that crybaby shit. Talking about
Mark, that's a perfect example of why you cannot stop.
What him getting kind of with top rank?
Because there's people like that lurking. People who are talking about, I'm gonna take Mark Nash out, bro. Just yesterday, I'm telling you, bro, you saw the fucking guy. Okay, you were there. That motherfucker put it in the comment section, and I screenshot it and sent it to Lisa Bells. I got friends in the YTBC. We're coming after Mark Nash and so and so and so and so. Like,
shit.
Like,
Hey, yo,
these pathetic bitches are still lurking in the shadows. That's why you cannot take your foot off the gas.
Listen, Mark Nash, a grown man. I'm sure he got his own back fade, but while you got all this little shit, he got a whole neighborhood behind him. And not only that,
this motherfucker was talking about taking him out on YouTube.
No, that's what I'm saying. We standing on
that was no gangster shit, bro. He was like, I got YouTube friends.
Haplo, it doesn't matter, man. We standing on business and blessings, okay? Where else but on this?
Mark Nash is gonna win, bro. Mark Nash is a star.
Where else but on this show did we manifest this fight? And everybody else just kept bringing it up to talk shit. No, we said this fight will happen. They have no choice. They will make it happen. For all the shit we talked about for Spence and everything, we said, even the guppies who be on this channel, we said, no, this fight's going to happen.
Look, man, Mark Nash's channel brought together 2 disciples of a great teacher, you and me, Eclipse. that shit doesn't happen for no reason. The reason we connected was because our teacher knew this was going to happen one day, and Mark Nash is the one that we're backing. So fuck
I
those
have no doubt that drunk motherfucker.
That shit ain't coming. Nothing's coming close to Mark Nash.
Appreciate it, bro. I'm trying, bro. I want to make y'all proud of me out here, bro. I want to make y'all
always
proud of me. I'm out here moving and shaking. I promise I'm trying to make y'all proud, bro.
Hey, you know what though, Hap, on some side shit? I had no doubt if George's drunk ass probably didn't see through the future and see us beating through this mother.
You know he did, bro.
What didn't that motherfucker see?
Yeah, exactly.
He saw. I know what, and I bet you when you.
All right, y'all having your own conversation clips.
I knew Bud was gonna beat his ass.
Niggas having their own little conversations over here.
No.
That's how many y'all on the panel like at 5 a.m, man.
Oh, no, that's all. That's
no,
all.
Mark, you go, brother.
Shout out to Tax Tack. He said Bud carried him and punished him the whole way. That's what Heplo said. Let me do this right here. Let me do a shout out. Shout out to my guy Megazar for joining the neighborhood 2 times. Welcome home, bro. To your home away from home. Foodie said,
smartest decision you ever made, Megazar.
I appreciate that. Foodie said, I think his legacy and bank accounts disagree. With what part? What part, Foodie? Like that said, them YouTube friends can actually get a hold of some sensitive personal information. All right, let them do what they do with it. Nick Rich said Clips asking everyone if they enjoyed their fish fry dinner is hilarious. And Lennar said that about me. That was Lennar Thomas.
I didn't want to say any names, bro, but
it's out there now. Damn, Lennar.
There you go.
Damn, Lennar. What he gonna do to me? What he mad?
Oh, I got the screenshot, bro.
Send it to me. What'd he say? Send it to me and put it on the screen right now. What'd he say?
Hey, Mark.
You chopping?
Hey, Mark, what's up, bro?
You chopping? Say it again. 1 2 1 2. Mr. Golden, check 1 2.
Mark, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go
ahead. Can you hear me, Mark?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir.
That nigga got me. He got me, you, WCS, XO. He got all us on the hit list, man.
Where he put this list at? Is it on Twitter? Is it on his channel? What do he do?
No. On Mike Marshall last night.
Oh, he put it in the chat.
He put it in the chat. You remember we were getting on his ass by not paying Mac back his money?
Yeah.
And you remember you made a statement that you're gonna screenshot that shit?
Yeah, I said I'm gonna screenshot this shit, man. I thought it was like his reasoning for cause I couldn't believe he was saying what he was saying, bro. He was like,
he was saying that bullshit.
He was like, I gave Bud his respect, I gave him his props. He won. That should be good enough. That's better than money.
Hell no, man.
He said that's better than money. Here you go. Like nigga, like I gotta say, like, no, pay me what you owe. But I just think that was some weird. So what he said he's coming to get me? What'd he say?
He said he got pulled in the YouTube community and all kind of bullshit. He got some dolls. He gonna send the dolls after us and shit. But that shit was funny as fuck, man, last night. And then that nigga
community, why he don't get no paper?
Thank you. And then he lied. When he made the comment in the chat, he paid E Thriller his money, and B Mac have to wait on his money, right? Shit, me E was on the phone last night. That nigga ain't paid E shit. Him and E never had it, but E said that nigga lied on his ass.
Oh shit, I lied. That nigga said I lied.
That nigga lied. That nigga he didn't even have a bet with E. Him and E don't even talk. That nigga lied like a motherfucker with E last night. I put that shit in the chat on that nigga ass. He ain't no respond about that shit.
Wow.
He out here capping like a fuck, man.
Well, look, that's enough for that lame. Don't he do like gay scenes on YouTube where he meet up with niggas for donuts or some shit? Don't that on his channel? Don't that some shit he did on his Never mind. I'll save that for later. Boy, you better leave me alone. I'm surgical with this shit, nigga. I'm gonna put you on the thumbnail.
That's that movie. Hey, that's the movie that nigga called himself Making, man.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Wait a minute, he getting his cheeks clapped for goddamn.
Hey, bro, I don't know. I don't know the details of the movie. I just saw the trailer, and that was too much for TV. This is a family show. I cannot even play in details what the hell that kid got going on. But I wish him nothing but health, wealth, and prosperity. Let me leave him alone. Let's not say his name because people like him will flag your channel and be like, "See, they said my name. They talking about me." So let's leave that on. I'll step on that ant when that motherfucker crossed my path. Megazord, welcome home, bro.
What's going on, brother? Just to let people know, you know what I'm saying? It's something I should have done a long time ago. I saw the link in what you call. Come on, bro.
No, somebody in the chat told me to hit the Allah drop.
Oh,
my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, just you know what I'm saying. But I told you, you know what I'm saying, when I called you, I want to say one of the times we just talked that I was gonna become a member. When I saw the link, it just made me let me go and do that. So yeah, just to be in the mix officially, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give you your money's worth, bro, because we have a lot of fun over there.
I get my money's worth. I get my money's worth every time, bro. It's just pointing out, just taking this. You already know I rock with you all the way. Just putting the support on paper. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Man, you making a commitment, bro, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna make a commitment to you. Let me take this first call. Let's see what it is. Matter of fact, you continue. Let me screen the call first.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the epilogue it was done well. If I'm being honest, it kind of took my Spence. Kind of raised my degrees of fandom for Spence a little bit. To see how he just, you know what I'm saying. I respect it when somebody could take an ass whooping, man. I really can. I can respect that, and he was just dedicated. Yeah, I got to get that. I got to run that back, gang. When he was talking to his son, I respect it, man.
To me, he put up he tried, man. You know, after we watching the fight tonight, I looked at that shit, man.
He never gave up. I got to give him his card. He never gave up.
He never gave up.
He was given a bullshit game plan from his coach. And that's what left him in the deficit. So
and another thing I was looking at.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. We got a caller. 903, you on the MIC. Tell them your name, where you from, family. 903.
Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Talk to me. How you doing, my brother? How you feel? What's the deal?
Man, I'm doing good. I saw the epilogue today.
What city you from? What city or state you from? Either or. Where you from?
Man, I'm from Texas, man.
Don't mess with Texas. All right. Mike Jones from Texas. Talk to me. What did you think? What did you think of the epilogue?
I believe that Showtime, that showed Crawford his love. I believe that both fighters deserve their respect. But it was kind of sad because I'm an Errol Spence fan. Looking at that shit.
You gonna cry about it, man? Don't cry about it.
Nah,
you thought that nigga was the truth, didn't you?
But him dapping up his son, hugging his mother.
Oh, now that was dope. And that was dope. And he said, "We're gonna get him next time, right, gang? Or we're gonna come back and do it again."
We're gonna get him.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, we're gonna get him full. We're gonna get him full form, 154. But Errol did everything he could to make this fight, and shit, I can't do nothing but tip my hats off to both of them. Crawford did his thing, shit. He took advantage of the moment, and shit, he seized it. So gotta give him his props. So shit, I feel like that wasn't Errol because I was at the fight when I seen it. I was like, God damn.
Me too,
when he came out to the ring, I was like, yeah, that ain't him. I seen it in his eyes. Like, oh shit, he was still sleepy. I don't know what the fuck was going on with him. I like, yeah, he better wake up and shit. And in the meantime, it was, Crawford fans talking shit. We're going back and forth. In my head, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's not woke yet. I don't know what the fuck going on. When he got to the ring, round one, he got the jabbing. Yeah. He got the rubbing his nose and blinking his eyes.
He looked like himself in the first round. He was doing good.
Man, that man looked damn good coming to that ring. He looked good. He was smiling.
Mr. Golden.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me engage.
I'm sorry.
First time caller.
In the first round, you always gonna have your energy. I mean, the moment is always gonna be there, but in the third, fourth, fifth, yeah, that's when it kick in. That's when it kick in right there. But like I could tell from when he started sparring, when he started fighting, like he was rubbing his nose, blinking his eyes, like he's not there tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to eat
Mike
this
Jones,
one.
is
At
it
the same
possible?
time, I'm gonna still talk
Mr.
my
Jones,
shit.
Mr. Jones, is it possible he's blinking his eye because Crawford is punching him in his eyes, and he's rubbing his nose because Crawford is bloodying up his nose? Because
never heard of it.
No, Mike, you heard of it, nigga. That's what happened. No, you seen it though, right? You see the pictures, right? What his eyes and his nose look like?
I've never seen his face look like that. I was like, what the fuck?
So look at this one.
When he got
that's
hit.
why that's why he blinking his eyes, because they closing up. He rubbing his nose because it's bleeding.
I'm talking about in the first round, he was blinking his eyes. Like Crawford ain't even threw a punch.
Okay, I ain't
He
seen
barely
that.
threw a punch.
I gotta go back and watch it again.
Why he rubbing his nose, blinking his eyes, like, damn, let me wake up. Let me wake up. He never did wake up. That shit, Crawford woke his ass up. You know what I'm saying? That when he woke up is when he got knocked down the first time. Oh yeah, he did. He did. He did.
Man down. Man down. 3 times. Put him in the dirt. All of that good shit. All right.
Yeah.
Mike,
Bro, I was so fucked.
Oh, go ahead. Say your last
Like
word.
my heart, bro, I was so shocked when that happened, when he hit the canvas. I was like, oh, my favorite fighter. He hit the canvas.
Oh my God.
Like,
you
he
flew all
finally
the way
hit
out
the
there.
canvas.
You was one of them niggas running around
Nah,
Vegas
for
with
real.
your
Like when he
smoking
hit the
bud
canvas,
shirt.
like,
You had your smoking bud shirt on?
nah, I didn't. I bought the one with Errol Spence on the front.
Oh, okay.
Like this is basically I bought those. But yeah, we're gonna get them next time. 154. We
No,
out, man down.
You're not. But I'm gonna watch it though.
All right.
All right.
Hey, Mike Jones.
Oh damn! I end up hanging up. But shout out to my guy Mike Jones. I'm gonna watch it again, shit. But I like to watch the Animal Planet and watch the lions eat the gazelle. Like if
they want Animal Planet.
If I watch Animal Planet and they don't show the kill, I turn. I be like, oh man, I'm bullshit. I want to see the actual attack. I want to see them, ripping them up. Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
The kill, I turn. Bro. What's up?
Hey, Mark. When Errol walked to the ring, man, Errol looked good. Errol and like he was worrying about nothing. Like I said, I watched the fight. I've been watching them tonight. I really took my time and looked at that fight, man. And they wonder why Errol was more busted up. This was one of the real fights that you seen Crawford really just set down on his punches. He went when he sat down on his punches with Errol, man. He was dead hitting Errol hard as a fuck. That's why he bust Errol ass up. None of his other fight you watching, Crawford don't sit down on his punches like that. On other fight I seen he sit down on punches when he fought David Ebenezer. Yep.
Last fight. Yep.
The last fight he sat down on the punches. That's how he was able to knock that nigga joke ass out like he did because of the way he sat down on the punches.
7 months ago.
He probably spent 3 months just dissecting Avenesian style. He's been looking at Errol Spence for 5 years, bro. He knew exactly what this motherfucker was gonna do, and he was laughing in there.
Well, listen, once Bud started to rocket in that second round, I knew the fight was over with. I don't care. Nobody say it. Actually, you'd have Bud 45 between 30 to 45 more seconds left in that second round. Bud would have stopped him.
I don't know why we leave out the factor that in the biggest moments, the best always raise their game.
Yes.
And when I was giving my analysis for the fight at the barbershop today, where I acted a fool, I might say.
Oh, you did?
Come on, bro. I had to, bro.
You were all in the videos, dancing?
Man, hey, man, I was rapping, dancing, managing, signing artists to the label, talking to the distributors. I was doing it all.
And he had a shiny suit on.
Say, man, with a death row chain, the shiny suit and the death row chain.
Let's go.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I was telling them, I was like, how come when it comes to boxing, the emotion won't allow people to actually be rational to see that Errol Spence was Errol Spence. Crawford just was in a whole nother stratosphere, man. He done the work. He done the work in the tape room. And when from an athlete, when you do the work in the tape room, you always have an advantage. You could tell he had never trained. This was his hardest and best training camp he's ever been in. The dude was in cruise control. He was in cruise control. In 3, he soaked it all in. Errol Spence didn't get a chance to soak it in. Fucking Tom Brady calling him. Jerry Jones, bad luck, rat ass, tapping on his
Oh
gloves.
yeah, he said no one in the Super Bowl.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
like, don't touch his gloves.
Yeah, Jerry Jones putting all type of weak ass cowboy juice on him and shit.
Don't start another fucking narrative for these fuckers, bro.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
love He's gonna be accused number 20.
That's the real.
They deflated his gloves. His
Hold
gloves
on,
were
no.
deflated.
Hold on, what you think? That's the real what?
That's the real conspiracy. Jerry Jones wiped all that Emmitt Smith juice on his goddamn gloves.
Emmitt Smith was the winner, though. Hold on, now, Emmitt Smith was the winner. You mean Dez Bryant?
No. I'm talking about Emmitt Smith. Run the glory, Emmitt Smith. When all they had to do was promote him breaking the Russian record. When all they had because they was trash. I'm talking about Emmitt Smith when they lost in the first round to the Arizona Cardinals and Jake Plummer hit their ass for 385. I'm talking about that Emmitt Smith. I ain't talking about glory days.
Okay.
I'm talking, you know what I'm saying?
You,
So
you went deep with it. My bad. I forgot you from Dallas.
That nigga went way deep on the ass on that shit there.
Yeah, that nigga had PTSD of that game right there.
Nah, hey, bro, I was loving it. I was a Jimmy Johnson fan, bro. My daddy raised me to love Jimmy Johnson. So when that happened to him, anything Jerry Jones was associated with, I didn't want nothing to do with it, except for when he was building the Cowboy Stadium, because I was an electrician working there.
Moving forward.
Yeah, but going forward.
Jerry Jones touching his gloves was bad luck.
Say, man, he wiped all kind of blue residue on that shit. Like he just did him wrong, man. And he got in the ring, but in all seriousness, man, I've watched Errol Spence. That was Errol Spence. That was the same sleepy Bernstein Bear looking brother we always see. Except for this time, it was the Bernstein Bear book where he got stung by bees and shit. And you know, and his face was swollen and whatnot. Terence Crawford just was game and he soaked it all in, man. And this was something that he was waiting for his whole life, bro. And he put on a performance that pretty much let us know that he had been waiting on this moment his entire life, bro. And we saw the levels. We saw the levels. And it don't need to really be no excuses, man. Errol Spence was game. He never quit. He got up every time he went down. Went out like a soldier, man. That's all you could ask for.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Go ahead, Clips. My bad.
No, I was just gonna go back to since Megazar joined us, back to what me and Haplo was saying earlier. In real time, we got into a side conversation about if you really watched Derek James fights when he was a fighter, he was good at what he was good at, and that was it. And so why are you surprised? I don't even think it's like bad coaching or whatever. I just really think that this fight and the dumbass instructions you was hearing from Diddy's mouth in Errol's corner only proves that, you know, there is a true, definite, defined ceiling to how far he could bring a fighter and what he can teach. And how's about after the third to fourth round, he wasn't even getting the ring no more. He stayed on the outside of the ropes. Watch the fight again.
Well, he had to stay out on the outside because they had to let the cut man get in front of him to fix his bleeding.
True. Okay. All right.
Yeah, the cut man. Yeah, the cut. That's normal too. When the guys start getting busted up, the coach stay on the outside, let the cut man get the lead position so he can, you know, fix your face.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Somebody said no Jerry hate, homie. I love Mr. Jones. Shout out to Deuce. Deuce, you crazy as hell. Fuck Jerry Jones.
Fuck Jerry Jones twice.
Jerry Jones didn't want your black ancestors to go to school, nigga. You up there talking about you love him.
Yeah, you
Hey,
love
what
him.
is it with all the Cowboys Hey Mark, what is it with all the Cowboys like owners where they all sound like they own a pork company? Like Jerry Jones, Jimmy John's, like they all sound like
Well,
what's the one?
Jerry's the owner. The other dudes work for Jerry. They the coaches.
But they all sound like they own like a pork sausage company to me. Like every name they say with the Cowboys.
I'll give you a drop for that one. There you go. That's the best I can do.
A rim shot. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the best I can do. I'll give you one more. All right. But Scan Rance, I don't know what you're talking about. You said something I said is absolutely impossible. What did I say that was impossible? It was something else I took away from this, other than the coaching. Matter of fact, let me get y'all take on that too, Megazord. Did you hear Derek James? He was in clips. I heard Heplo earlier. Like, Derek James gave him bad advice in the corner. He imitated Bud being in the high guard. He said, when he does this right here, he all tight like this, throw the wide shots. Why did he tell him to throw wide on a guy who's such a sharpshooter and who's been punching in between you all night with them short? Like, he think he's just gonna go around the high guard and hit him behind? That's systematic. Like, on theory, that sounds good, but that's not what he should be doing with that. Throwing that wide shot left him open to getting dropped with the uppercut. Now, I can't remember if he got dropped with the uppercut before or after that bad advice, but he was getting binged and dinged up all night throwing those wide shots. Why is his corner telling him to throw wide shot?
I would just say because I guess that was the home run shot that they was practicing on in camp or whatnot. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but we all know Errol Spence is extremely fundamentally sound, but he doesn't go outside of that. He pretty much sticks to that the same repertoire, so to speak. So I guess that was a part of the game plan. And I guess he was trying to look for a home run at that time. That was like in round 5 or 6, Mark.
I believe it was before the 2 knockdown rounds.
I can't remember when he told him that.
It was before he got knocked down twice.
Yeah, because even when we did the rewatch,
Bud caught the shit and threw 2 right hooks later on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and with the same hand threw a hook, and that's the guy falling before he fall, hit him again. Same hand.
Yeah, man, it was in the zone, bro. Like we saw that, man. That dude was in the zone, man. And Derek Jones, and like, hell, when you don't have any answers for somebody, you don't have any answers for him, bro.
Yes,
Bad advice tonight, man. Derek James was just like all the rest of us. I believe the Bud would win. Like I said, I also believe it would be a 50-50 fight. So when you go in thinking that your fighter has the advantage and we finna plow through him and he ain't never seen this, and this nigga's Luke Kang on your ass, it's like what can you tell him? Telling him anything is a miracle. So it's like you know what I'm saying? I can't blame Derek James, man. He didn't know that he was gonna get that Terence Crawford. He didn't know that when Bomac said, I know your fighter, that he really knew his fighter, man. So we just have to Derek James is not a bad coach. He's a great coach to me. It's just that he ran up against someone that has a team. It's not just his eyes.
Right.
Other people see other things. And they move forward in a manner in which when you have a staff, that's the best thing you can have because everyone sees things different. Everyone internalizes different. So it's going to lead to a better product, a better result.
And can we speak to that? Because one thing I noticed when we did the rewatch earlier is you noticed how Terence Crawford's team moved like a fluid machine in either corner. Bomac would talk for 15 seconds, even no matter how detailed or whatever he was saying, 15 seconds. Then the Spanish dude would talk. You feel what I'm saying? Like they knew to take their turns and how the way they was passing the ball and getting it. It was almost like Styles P and Jada. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew how to, you know what I'm saying, just pick it up and drop it off. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I loved it.
That shit sounded like me, you. It sounded like clips. It sounded like me, you, and Mark and Brandon on our hip hop shit. We all locked in. We all have our body of knowledge and wisdom and understanding when it comes to hip hop and we all locked in. It sounded like family, bro.
Right, us against Deuce Times, shit like that.
It sounded like I'm never against the slime. I'm never against the slime. But
I'm just saying he just outmatched by himself right there.
But nah, man, it's just that was a family unit, bro. And they all are 1,000% invested and believe in Bud Crawford, bro. That's all that is. That's brotherhood, true brotherhood.
Right, exactly. You see the fellowship. That's what I mean. Like you can't script, you can't pretend, you can't fake that flow. And it was something like I kept it to myself. I kept it in my back pocket because I wanted to talk about it, now later on when we could really cook on it. Like, Mark, did you notice that even from the very first round? But Bomac only spoke for maybe everything he was saying in each round. He was saying it maybe 15 seconds, and then the other person would go in, and then the third person would say something. Then they was passing that mic just so seamlessly. It was treacherous 3. It was crazy. It was like, it was like them classic 90 by Nature songs where now that years later you listen to it and you really appreciate Vinny's verse. Because he felt the way that Vinny just, Vinny allowed Trutch to take that break. Nah, man. See, y'all ain't real MCs there, man. Vinny was great. Vinny did his job great.
It never heard of it.
Don't hate on Vinny, man. Don't hate on him.
What's up, Five? I know it's been a minute since I seen you, brother. What's up, Five? Man,
all right, but look, I want to go back to something you just said too about the team, right? Like, look at this fucking team right here. Look at this team, bro.
And it just so happened that team is a family. They break bread together. Bud's children call Uncle Bomac, Uncle, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a real thing, and it's like everyone has each other's best interests at heart 100%. We all getting this and breaking bread together. Nothing beats that. What? No disrespect, but what can Yellow Beezy tell Errol Spence about the jab he threw?
I want to know what Errol. Right, nothing. I want to know where Errol was at while Bud was doing Top Golf. Was he at the hospital? Was he at the crib? Like, I wish they would have showed where he was at right there. Like, cause Bud is out there, just got finished defending his title, strapping up with 3 more belts for Undisputed and becoming lineal champion. And this nigga is out there at Top Golf swinging the damn golf clubs like ain't nothing happened.
With major force too. That's like it has
right,
smoke on it.
bro. Like,
it has smoke on it.
You ain't tired, nigga. Like, nope. And that nigga's out Top Golf hitting that shit 400 yards and shit. Like, talking to the camera, like, yeah, I do everything, man. Blah blah. I was like, this nigga do everything for real, bro.
Nah, man, he hit the hell out the ball.
He had more. You know when they say, Bomac said we training for a 24-round fight. It sounds like hyperbole, right? But when you see him playing at Top Golf, hitting this shit 400-500 yards, you like, this nigga hitting this shit over the damn fence, about to hit somebody's car in the parking lot. After doing 9 rounds.
Some Happy Gilmore shit.
Like, bro, they really were ready for more rounds, right?
Yeah, part of our shit talking in real time. What I said was I was like, at the end of the fight, I was like, Bud looks like he's ready to fight a championship fight at the end of his fight. I said Spence looks like he's been through a war, and Bud looks like he's warmed up, ready to fight.
Bro, he was just getting started, bro.
Just getting started. Come on, Wolf. I'm with you, Mark. The more we talk about it, the more, like, in real time, I was like, I don't want to see the rematch. But the more we keep talking about it, it's like, yeah, if he really wants that 154 smoke, that Bud's potent too. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, y'all cook up. I'll be right back. I forgot I had this damn Jake Paul and Diaz fight on.
Oh, yeah. What's that doing? I forgot.
It's in round 9 of 10.
Oh, they still fighting? Whack.
It's round 9 of round 10. Diaz looked like he got hit, but he turned away. He walking away. Jake Paul let him off the hook, then threw him with a right hand, left hook. Uppercut from Jake Paul. Right hand, left hook from Jake Paul. Double jab, body shot. Look like he about to stop Nate Diaz right here in the late rounds right here. Nate Diaz like quitting. Oh, Jake Paul fucking him up. Jake Paul look like he about to stop him in the either this round or the next round, because he
Right on time.
Jake Paul is busting him up. Left hook from Jake Paul. Yeah, he about Nate Diaz look like he quitting a little bit. It's a lot of fight left, and he ain't got nothing on these punches. Jake Paul might knock him out this round or he's stumbling and falling back. Oh man, he about to get knocked out. I think he's gonna get knocked out either this round or the next. Jake Paul beating him up. Even though they say Diaz come through and landed through less and landed more punches, he does not look like he won in this fight. And Jake Paul is in here looking like Floyd Mayweather right now on his ass. But he's tired though. He walking up with his arms all the way down. I think Jake Paul can stop him though. But all right, y'all go ahead. Y'all got the floor. Well, unless y'all want to know what's going on over here, let me give y'all some screenshots if you knock him out. Damn. Yeah, y'all go ahead. He quitting.
Keep calling it. Keep calling it.
Nate Diaz walking him down. He turning possum. He got his back kind of turned like he's trying to bait Jake Paul in. He feints him, walking towards Jake Paul, right hand, left hook. And Nate Diaz walking towards like, yeah, come on, motherfucker. Like just walking towards him like that. Put him in a headlock and kind of just bang his head with a hammer fist. Walking towards him, right hand, left hand from Jake Paul. Right hand, left hook, and an uppercut from Nate Diaz. Chase Jake Paul out with a jab. Now he's throwing little punches. They ain't big, powerful punches, but he is scoring. But he don't have a lot of legs on him. He's fighting off a lot of will. Right hand from Jake Paul. Jake Paul on the back foot with some great lateral movement. Then leaps in with a good right hand. But he's met with two uppercuts and a body shot, the left hook and the right hand from Nate Diaz. And Nate Diaz looking at him, talking shit to the crowd. Nate Diaz kind of like playing with him a little bit, looking at the crowd, looking away, like kind of doing like a walk away thing. But his face looks bad though, and he's cheering the crowd on. The crowd is loving the energy. But and it looks like he scored more punches than Jake Paul. But Jake Paul looks like he got the better legs, and he looks like his punches are affecting him more than Nate Diaz punches. Stitch Durant is in the corner working on that eye. The eye is definitely taking some damage. They're trying to revise him. He's taking a lot of deep breaths. He's talking to his corner whispering something to him. Stitch Durant working on that eye. They ain't showing us Jake Paul corner yet. Big gulps of water. They're showing a replay now for big right hand from Jake Paul. I put the graphic on the screen. And Nate Diaz pretends like, oh, I'm falling back. It hurt. But he really did feel that punch. He's trying to play it off like he all good. All right, they're about to start this next round. All right, this is the last round. They both coming out firing. Jake Paul on the back foot, double jab and the left foot to the body from Jake Paul, double, triple jab. Another jab in the right hand from Jake Paul. Nate Diaz just walking towards like the Terminator, and he's just not cutting off the ring. He's just walking towards him. High guard, another jab from Jake Paul. Now he's on the rope, and he's throwing some pity-pat punch to the body, but a big right hand at the top from Nate Diaz as he was doing those pity-pats. Big uppercut to the body and the left hand, and he tried to play it off, and Nate and Jake Paul ain't let him get that off no more, like trying to pretend like you hurt and going to the corner. He's beating his ass up now. Jake Paul has landed some good body work, and some good hooks up top. And Nate is like, come on, motherfucker, come on. But he's guarding that body with his left hand. That body's hurting. That 40 plus, ain't he 40 years old? Double jabs from Jake Paul. And Nate keep turning his head. Nate don't turn his head and put his arms on the ropes. Jake Paul goes and punches him 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. It's like he wants to quit, but he wants Jake Paul to knock him out. Like, come on, come get it. You got to take it out of me. But but he don't got nothing left, man. They should be stopping this fight. Oh, Jake Paul winds it up like Sugar Ray Leonard, then punches Nate Diaz in the face. Nate Diaz punches him in the clinch. Referee breaks him up. Jake Paul winding that shit up again. If he keep going to the body, he can stop Nate Diaz. If he go to the body. Big right hand up top, double jab from Jake Paul. Another left hook to the body and the left hook up top from Jake Paul. And he's working in the ring with his lateral movement. Great lateral movement. Oh, left and the right from Nate Diaz, and he is on Jake Paul ass right now.
Okay.
Left, rights, uppercuts. He's punching his head in the clinch. It's 55 seconds to go in round 10. He doing some illegal punches now. Referee, you got to separate him. Jake Paul trying to get a deep breath. Nate Diaz raising his hand up as if he's feeling victory. Jake Paul comes in with a jab to the body, another jab up top. Beautiful jabs from Jake Paul. Double, triple jabs right there too. Nate Diaz looks like he want to quit. He just keep putting his hands down, and he's tired. Now he's trying to hold behind the head and hit with the other one. Jake Paul swipes his hand down. That's very smart. Nice left from Nate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches from big uppercut from Jake Paul. Big uppercut from Jake Paul as Nate Diaz was rushing in. Nate Diaz got him in a Muay Thai front face headlock and he torques it a little bit. He's raising his arms up because he looks like he's just happy that he made it. And he's rushing in on Jake Paul, throwing some more punches, right hands, left hooks. Jake Paul gets his head snapped back with a jab. They going for the clinch. Little rapid punches behind the head. And that's the bell. That should be the bell. That's the bell. That's the bell. Man, this was a good last 2 rounds right here. Last 2 rounds pretty damn good. All right. I'm about to say what y'all think of the fight, but damn, pretty good little fight right there. Somebody said we can make real content when y'all ready. I thought we'll get into some real shit. B-Dub. Oh, nobody's holding you here. Just like you click the link to get here, you can click the link to leave. Just like that. Click the back button on your YouTube, nigga. Man, Jake Paul and Nate Diaz, man. I think this shit unfortunately, I'm gonna tell you how fucked up the game is. These niggas will probably sell more pay-per-views off this shit than Spence and Crawford. And that was for welterweight undisputed. You know what I'm saying? That was for history. This fight ain't for nothing but money. Truly unfortunate, man. Did you hear the thing going around that Spence Crawford only sold about anywhere between 600 and 700 buys? Megazord clips.
I did not hear that. That's what they're saying. Only I thought it was 1.2. The couple of days after.
Say that again.
I know a few days immediately after. I think I even texted you that this one sports outlet was projecting 1.2 was the estimated buys, but now they're saying only 600 to 700,000. That's actually very disappointing.
Yeah, that's who you telling, bro. Teresa Tyson said, I was at the fish fry. That fish was well done. Hashtag Team Crawford. I know that's right. I don't care nothing about what a hater got to say, man, because they got lost. Like, nigga, please. Nigga, please. Your ass lost, man. You can't do that, Brandon, because your guy lost. You will be over here. I told y'all he the big fish. See, Mark, you got to listen to me. I'm a boxing expert. I can teach you some things. You didn't listen to me, Mark. Like, he would be going crazy. You got lost. You got lost. It looked like Jake Paul got his arms raised up. Did he get the decision?
I probably did.
Because he was beating the shit out of him right there at the end.
Well, now a week. I think a week to cover the biggest sporting event that didn't happen. That's good.
Take that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying. That's about right. You know, a week to cover the biggest sport.
I mean, Showtime's still covering it. They just gave us an epilogue tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's
I ain't worried about what no hater got to say, man. Fuck that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was great. No, I'm saying it was great. I know I ain't gonna lie, I've been trying to find as much just information and intel on after, you know, how to, you know what I'm saying, what they doing out, you know what I'm saying, what the aftermath period. For Errol Spence, I don't think Errol should retire. I don't think he should retire. I don't think he should rematch Terence Crawford ever.
Oh, he got to fight him again, man. We got to see it again.
We really don't. That's the thing. We really don't have to.
We need to. It's so many excuses. We got to see it again to dispel all this.
I mean, you got to. We're gonna hear. This is what I understand. When you're dealing with certain boxing alliances, logic goes out the window. So if we see it again, we're gonna find out that fucking Terence Crawford uncle did the brakes on Errol Spence Lamborghini or Ferrari. Like, it's gonna be some more. It's gonna be some other shit. It's gonna be some other shit.
That's the new one right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, see, what happened was
there's gonna be some new punches on his ass, though. I'm gonna get to see that.
Terence Crawford uncle did the brakes. It's gonna be some other dumb shit. Like, it's gonna it's like
it'll be a new knockout though. It'll be a new knockout.
Yeah, I do believe.
And I want to see him add some more to the highlight reel. I think Harvey Dock stopped the fight too early.
Like it's
Stopped
gonna
the fight
like
too early.
what you gonna see is Al Heyman really love Terence Crawford, and he got, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, bro. Like, YouTube is a gift and a curse, because it was a time where we could watch sports and like whatever we saw was what we saw. But we came back, sometimes we get great analysis, and sometimes we just pretty much get a goddamn YouTube documentary full of nonsense from the shadow, you know what I'm saying, about the shadow government caring about a goddamn boxing match. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's too much.
Well, you know, here's the beautiful thing about it. All right, we can try to get deep. Some of the stuff, you know, it's all fun and entertainment, fun and games, and some of it is ritualistic. But at the end of the day, you don't script an ass whooping like that. That's an ass whooping. That was a dude who went in there and who walked face first into the wood chipper. And that's exactly what happened. And so
beautiful.
If they want to run it back, throw him back in the wood chipper. It's okay. And yes, we're going to keep beating the dead horse in the mulch, because you know why? Had it would have went your way, we'd never hear the end of it.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. It's just that it's still in the news cycle. Like, it's still in the Bud is doing a press run. It's still in the news cycle. You know what I'm saying? He's finna do more interviews. He's finna become more of a superstar. So I mean, it's only natural, especially all of the content creators who've been covering this shit for the last 3 years. Why would y'all stop after the fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been talking about it for 3 years. It was creeping. It was real live shit going
beautiful,
on.
Man.
And people was talking about which was a hypothetical at that point.
Right. We talked about a hypothetical fight for 5 years. Niggas don't want me to talk about it for 5 days.
You know what I'm saying? And it was live, and it was real live joints, real live news going on.
And I was there.
You know what I'm saying? So it was
kind of rain on my parade, bring me down. Nigga, I was there for the biggest fight of our generation. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like,
because I was an adult when these dudes was pro. Like, it wasn't like Mayweather and I was a little kid watching them. You know what I'm saying? Watching them into adulthood. Like, no, I was a grown ass man and been watching these dudes since they started. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna be real with you. Crawford performance deserve to be talked about for the ages, man. Like, I don't know.
It again, bro.
I don't know what niggas talk about. Niggas talk about Jordan in the flu game still.
To this day.
Niggas talk about the Patriots coming back on the Falcons.
Bro, this was Kobe's 81 game type shit. Like,
that was against the Raptors.
But even still, ain't nobody else scored 81 on nobody.
Yeah, but this was for all the marbles. Like this, imagine Kobe 81 on the Celtics.
Right. Or in game 7 of the finals type shit.
Yeah, like this was that. This was the equivalent to that.
Exactly. I agree 1,000%.
And this nigga dunked from the damn 3-point line.
This is rigid.
Like, he had the like Mike sneakers on, bro, playing basketball with them like Mike sneakers.
This is Reggie Jackson walk off in the bottom of the 9th. Like, that's what this was.
This was Kobe versus Tim Duncan. Y'all said
this was Nolan Ryan. This was Nolan Ryan setting the no-hit, the no-hitter record in the playoffs. Like, that's what this was.
Beautiful.
Now this is when Nolan Ryan came back in his 40s and did it again.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When he came back to the
when he played for the Rangers.
Exactly. He came back and did it again. I remember
in the playoff.
Yes. And remember earlier that season, Robbie Ventura tried to rush the mound when he played the White Sox, and he whooped Robbie Ventura's ass. And
put him in that damn headlock. Put him in that headlock.
Yeah. He started stirring the grits on his face.
This is like watching a movie where a guy gets bullied for like 2 hours, and then this was Karate Kid, bro. This is like a coming of age story, and this is what it looks like in the movies, bro. And this ain't no movie.
Man,
like where that guy, like, y'all been fucking with this dude for years and talking shit about him, then he go in there and he beat the shit out of your best guy. Easy work.
Man, this is when Shawn Michaels.
This ain't never going away, Brandon Washington. You gonna wear this shit, bro. You, Ben Israel, all of y'all niggas, man. Because it's one thing to say he was gonna lose or pick Spence. It's another thing with the Kunta Kinte and all of that shit. Lenore Thomas Nichols was on. Like, oh my God, bro. This is
Let me ask you something, Mark.
This was masterful, bro.
Who was it that was talking about in the lead up to the fight? Hagler Hearns and Duran Leonard and those fights. Who was it?
Spence kept saying it was
okay.
gonna be like
That's
that.
been more than a week, hasn't it, since those fights happened?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Hagler Hearns, he thought it was going to be Hagler Hearns. He thought it was going to be Leonard Duran. He thought it was going to be, an ass whooping in his favor. But what it really turned out to be was Pacquiao De La Hoya. That's what it turned out to be.
That was more competitive.
I'm gonna be real.
No, that was not competitive.
Nah, I'm gonna be real.
Pacquiao was hitting De La Hoya at will.
Yeah, but De La Hoya was finished too. But let's just keep it.
But so was Spence.
That's fair enough.
So was Spence, though.
Well, Spence was still undefeated.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Crawford.
People still talk about Walcott.
De La Hoya won't demand too. Hold up. De La Hoya won't demand in the division. He was the cash cow. He won't demand. Spence was the man, bro. He was number one.
De La Hoya was the man. De La Hoya was the cash cow.
De La Hoya had already got his ass beat by Floyd Mayweather.
It doesn't matter, bro.
No, you talking about.
It doesn't matter. No, everybody was picking De La Hoya.
Hold on, let me tell you. You talking about cash cow versus a guy who had a sense of invincibility or an aura about that. They were saying that man, the car, he bounced off the concrete. That couldn't stop him. Y'all think the nigga got dropped by Mean Machine, Gamboa, bobbing him? He's chinny. He's too little. He ain't got enough power. He got terrible coaches.
They were saying Pacquiao was too little and he didn't have enough power. Also, but let's go beyond that.
But they drained Oscar down though, so they made
people still talk about Gavilon versus fucking Ray Robinson. People still talk about Leonard versus Hearns. People still talk about fucking Walcott versus fucking Langford. And if you don't believe me, I'll point you out a few videos. People still talk about these fights, and this ain't going away. This was historic. This was a historic ass whooping. It was not Hagler Hearns. It was fucking one-sided. And you have to live with that forever.
It was one player versus getting Michael Jordan and Kobe and Steph Curry in Game 7.
Don't tell us to stop talking about it.
It was
fucking leave.
It was Spence. No, it was Spence Crawford. And quite possibly the best performance we've ever seen with two supposed to be in a 50-50 fight. This could be argued as the best performance we've ever seen on this stage. It could be argued.
Abigail. Is that Abigail?
Hey.
What's up? You in the car?
Yeah,
Your window down?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I tried to turn my cam off. I just came on because I love to listen to y'all talk about boxing. I really do. I really enjoy coming on this show and hearing you brothers talk about boxing and the sport. I enjoy it. And just like listening to y'all talk about the fight all over again, it just got me so geeked up, like just experiencing that feeling of Crawford beating the brakes off of Spence and how it just shut the Spence fans down. And I can remember walking out thinking this was not a 50-50 fight.
You was like, what the fuck did I just watch right here?
Yeah, I said to myself,
I
said, this is a 95-5 fight. A 95% to 5% fight. And the only reason I gave 5% to Spence is because he had fists. That was it.
He had 2 hands. That's it. She said, I gave him 5%. 2.5 per hand.
Abigail bet on what was that more she said earlier? She on a roll, man. I'm telling you.
So I was like, listen, I'm for real. I was like, literally, like, I don't know what they were saying. You know, I mean, I know people gave a slight edge to Crawford, but I feel like Crawford went in there and proved everybody wrong. I feel like Crawford went in there and I feel like he just solidified, like, y'all think y'all know Terence Bud Crawford, my skill level, but I'm about to shock the world. I'm about to show y'all that it's levels to this. And I just feel like in my heart that he fights to the level of his competitor. I feel like he probably, like I said before when I first came on your show, Mark Nash, I said that when I watch Crawford, I listen to commentary, I really be feeling like people really don't know Crawford, like what type of fighter, who he really is. And then when I seen him fight, it solidified how I was feeling. It's like when he had that interview after he fought Felix Diaz, and that white guy asked him, like, why did you go from orthodox to southpaw? He said, did you feel like you could, you would do better at southpaw? And he looked at him and said, because I do what I want in that ring. That's why. Because I do what I want. And that right there is T-Bud Crawford. He do what he want in that ring. And I feel like he showed us Saturday that he does what he want in the ring. If he want to carry a fighter, he was. If he want to step back and take it easy, he can. If he want to pick it up, he can. If he tired of being in the ring and want to be done with it, it's gonna be over. Yeah, if he down on the cards and he like, hey, you down? What? You down? What? I'm down. Okay, I'll do what I want in the ring.
How?
He said,
how?
He's like, and then he told Bowman, he said, they say he up. He was like, yeah, man, we got to step it up, man. All right.
That's all I wanted to say. I enjoy you, gentlemen. Y'all keep
we
doing
enjoy
what y'all
having
doing.
the ladies talk about boxing too. That should be
Oh,
dope.
yeah, I'm sorry. Right. All the women, I'm sorry. Sometimes, y'all men, y'all be taking over, though. I ain't even gonna lie. But, us women, we get in where we fit in, and I love it because the women, they are very knowledgeable, and I really,
hell yeah.
But shout out to everybody. And I'm just gonna sit back and keep listening.
For sure.
All right.
Speaking of the sisters,
You're more than welcome to
gotta
call
put
back
a- gotta
anytime
put a-
or join in anytime, Abigail.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Mark, I gotta put an APB out on my sister, man. I ain't seen her, ain't talked to her.
Carm?
Yeah, man, I ain't seen her, ain't talked to her. I sent her my best wishes with love. You know what I'm saying? I just get no response, man. It ain't like karma not to respond to me. Gotta make sure I gotta send her a Bud Crawford t-shirt with his back with his back to her like this. Her on this side, him on this side like this.
She not wearing that shit.
She gonna use that as a chew toy for a pit bull.
She gonna light that motherfucker on fire.
She gonna use that to wash the car and clean the tires with. Gonna cut that shit up and make it some dish rags.
She better not run out of toilet paper.
Oh damn!
Hey, she flushing with that. She gonna have to call a plumber and all kind of other shit out behind her hatred for masterful boxing performance.
Nah, she gonna throw it in the trash. She a whole lot smarter than that.
She need to frame that and put that right over the mantle. Terence T-Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and it's a beautiful thing. Listen, man.
Hey, did y'all watch the replay today?
Of course.
Man, did we? Did we?
I watched it. Errol Spence got his ass whooped, but it wasn't as bad as it was when I first watched it live.
No, because you saw the whole thing. Like they showed you like you got the greatest hits of Errol Spence in that fight, so they could make it look like he did more than what he did.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about that little. I'm talking about the actual fight.
But just the event period, just the event period, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I ain't talking about the little segment thing they had. I'm talking about the actual fight. You know it's on Showtime right now. I'm watching it right now. I'm watching it right now. But yeah, man, like Errol definitely got his ass whooped. I'm not saying that, but
he didn't look
wasn't
as bad.
like,
he didn't look as bad as you thought. I told you, Errol Spence was Earl in that fight.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Come on, bro. Round one, that looked like Errol Spence to me, bro. That was Errol Spence round one.
He looked good round one and
round two.
And no. The first half of round two.
You're right, till he got put on his ass.
No, it was before that he started looking bad.
What I'm saying is he still had his legs under his punches.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, after Crawford dropped him, he never recovered from that shit.
Nah, he didn't. Bro, he got hit in the fucking neck, man. Like he got hit in the neck, then in the temple, bro. He was hurt.
Yeah, but I think I really like, after me watching it today, I done watched it twice already. And it's like, if Errol could make some adjustments, I think Errol could probably pull it off in his decision.
Now let me guess, the Dallas Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl, huh?
Fuck them niggas. The Cowboys, well, them niggas ain't won since like 96, 95, 97, some shit like that.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I was in the 6th grade.
Hey, I tell them Cowboys fans all the time, at least my team won championships this century.
Yeah, I was in the 6th grade.
Who your team?
New York Football Giants.
I can't stand no New York niggas.
Said with respect.
Oh man, I can't stand you bodega niggas. I didn't even know what a bodega was until I was watching a movie. I'm like, what the fuck is a bodega?
I love New York. New York is probably my 3rd favorite city. Well, not my city. Well, like I say Brooklyn. No, Harlem's like my 3rd favorite city. After, of course, Dallas, Chicago.
Harlem. You from with Dallas?
I'm from Dallas, bro. Born and bred.
Where?
East Dallas.
Oh, you was the guy I was talking to last night?
Yeah, East Dallas. Yeah. Born and bred.
What, you a FOI or something?
Yeah, always. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the dreads and all that fool you. I'm always that. You know what I'm saying? 20 years. It saved my life. Saved my life and saved the lives of people.
Where you at, Moss 48?
That's my home, Moss, but I be out at Waxahachie.
With Brother Mallet.
Yeah, with Brother Mallet.
Yeah.
That's my his children.
What's your name?
Riding the 2X.
Okay.
Riding the 2X. My pops is riding the 3 at 48. If you ever been to 48.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely affiliated.
Yeah, my pops is riding the 3. I came in with Shaheed. Me and Shaheed came in. I came in like a couple, give or take 5-6 months before Shaheed, but
yeah, I know Shaheed. He real cool people. I rock with him.
Nah, yeah, damn good brother, man. All them brother Brandon is too.
Yeah, Brandon be in that kitchen, you hear me?
Yeah,
Brandon be in that kitchen.
I'm talking about the Brandon that you see on here. That's my big bro.
Who is that?
Brandon Washington you see on here.
I can't see it. That shit too small.
He new to Kareem new to the neighborhood. Like he long time listener, first time. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go by the neighborhood, but he just recently started like parking the car and walking on the app.
Yeah,
nah,
man.
I used to. I was on here before y'all.
I
was on here before y'all. I had just fell off for a little minute. That was it.
I don't know how many people I don't know if Mark had a neighborhood then. He was in some apartments then, because I know I've been here for a minute.
I've been rocking with Mark for. I've been rocking with Mark for like maybe about a year.
I've been Mark for 2 years. I've been with Mark for 2 and some change.
Oh, so y'all niggas was bullshitting. Y'all was in there eating pork chops and bullshitting and shit. Man.
Nah, we definitely wouldn't eat no brown. We definitely wouldn't do it. We definitely wouldn't rock it with no Swiss iron. Hey, brother, with a name like Kareem, brother, that shouldn't even come out your mouth, black man.
Look, you
blaspheme, Kareem.
Yeah.
Sorry, not just talking shit.
But yeah, we like honestly, like that's why some of us we're just so excited. It's not even fanboy and ha or beating a dead horse in the mulch. We literally have been talking about this fight, some of us on this very platform for 3-4+ years.
Damn,
Like,
he been having a platform. Mark Nash been having a platform that long.
Yeah, new to this, he true to this, man. You know, welcome. You're welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, Mark definitely
never heard of it.
Been at the forefront, man. A lot of other content creators on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, is talking about this. Like I said, man, it's boxing, so a week news cycle is 2-3 days, especially with an event this big, and with a performance as great as Bud put on. I don't want to see a rematch immediately, especially not in no damn December. I think Errol should get him an easy touch. I think Errol should go and get him an easy touch at 154.
Damn, I'm just now noticing that nigga Bud got a fish net on his goddamn shoes.
Yeah, on his shorts and shoes. Yeah,
man,
you got
that nigga corny as hell.
Hey man, that ain't corny. Hey, that ain't cornier than a goddamn eye as a mouthpiece.
Hey,
and shark teeth as a mouthpiece. Shark teeth to go on your false teeth. You know what I'm saying?
You know what happened? That funny ass mouthpiece and them veneers when Bud was tapping that jaw was doing all that internal bleeding on Spence's face. That's why his face was all red. He tried to hold in all that goofy shit. Getting it knocked around.
Like who's that Mexican dude in Errol corner? I ain't never seen him before. Like the guy who putting the shit in their nose to stop the bleed. I ain't never seen that nigga before.
Talking about for Errol team?
Yeah.
Errol ain't. How many nosebleeds have you seen him have in a fight? I mean, I'm just saying, like.
I'm just saying, but like you will still see him on the side though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's
He's
Yellow
rusty. Yeah, he used to working on Errol.
That's Yellow B's uncle, man.
Stop it.
Hey, man, y'all need to be hating on Yellow, man.
I ain't hating. I ain't got no reason to hate on Yellow B's.
That's
man.
On me, baby.
That's another young brother. You know what I'm saying? Getting his money. Music trash, but that's another young brother getting his money, changing the trajectory of his family. I ain't hating on that at all.
Man, that nigga.
No sir.
That nigga, I wouldn't say his music trash. You just can't listen to a nigga all day. You know what I mean?
I'm saying it. That shit is trash, brother. Like for my ears, for what I want to hear, that shit is trash.
What you
like say something like that song.
Who Drake? I like Drake and K-Dot, but I don't listen to. I can't listen to them all day.
Who you listen to?
Who I listen to all day? Nas, Big.
Yeah, see that I knew you gonna say some bullshit.
I was gonna say,
how's that some bullshit? Hold on, Kareem. Who you listen to?
I'll be 40 in September.
Oh yeah. Well, never mind. That's your error. So
yeah, I'll be 40 in September. Like I listen to
Kareem, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, that's just with you. That's your problem right there. See, you know what I'm saying? You need a couple more laps around the sun.
Yeah, see, I listen. That nigga Big and Smalls has said a line.
He said a couple lines that lost a lot of people. And, no, listen, I'm old enough. I'll tell y'all right now. Both Biggie and Pac had lines and moments that in real time during the 90s, before these guys became like deified, canonized saints, niggas was like, what the fuck was all that about? Pac, all right, everyone keeps wanting to downplay Pac in the bathtub. Okay, I was alive when that photo shoot came out.
I knew you were gonna say that.
we was all scratching our heads. Like, I get he's trying to play, but you didn't see LL jump out his body like that. And LL started the whole I'm a rap nigga that's full of bitches. So like Pac, it was like, what are you doing? Let's not, all right, if you watch a Pac interview right now to this day, and especially when he starts getting passionate and worked up, watch his mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? Pac has some zesty moments where he gets juicy mouthed. You know what I'm saying? Hands get it, talking with his hands a little too much. You know what I'm saying? And Big, I ain't gonna repeat them lines, but we all know from me and my Big got some lines that I just couldn't even rock with, like, and like even on some shit like being a nigga who, when he talked about C Gutter, what he'll do to them kids before he throws them over the bridge, it was like, I know what you're trying to say. You got some niggas who ain't right. But
yeah, wow. It's a better way. It's a better way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is for me, I'm a skilled first guy. I'm a skilled first guy. So if the skill is absent, my ear is gonna be absent. You know what I'm saying? Whatever anybody's doing, I'm a skilled first guy. So
yeah.
So I know it. So I know y'all don't listen to Future then.
I do, because that's actually a skill. Well, Future,
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, as much as I really don't think about Future, like, oh wow, MC, he's a genius songwriter, and I actually, believe it or not, as I've grown in my musical path, I appreciate people who are songwriters sometimes more than the MC, because sometimes you gotta dumb it down. It is a business. Making a hit, that's like Floyd Mayweather. It may have been a boring fight, but it was a masterful performance. And he secured his bag.
The thing is with Future is he's mastered hooks. I'm not hooks, but jingles. Like Future, you can put Future shit alongside Christmas carols because they ring like that. In terms of his creative process of how he go in there, and it's repetitive, and it got a peak, but it never falls. Like,
it's a constant crescendo. Yeah, it's a constant crescendo. With Future's vibe. Fuck up some comments. You can see anybody singing along to that. Like,
that's a Christmas carol, bro.
Thank you.
100,000. That's a Christmas carol, bro. March Madness. That's a Christmas carol.
I love fucking March Madness.
Come on, bro. That's one of the best rap songs I ever. The last 10 years, top 10 for me.
That does a top 5 Future song.
Man, that's Future best song, bro.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know.
Shit, what's fucking with March Madness?
It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Like, it's definitely up there. And
Punch Caller.
And like, let's put it like this. All right, the Michael album that Killer Mike dropped recently, fucking genius, masterpiece, whatever like that. But a lot of times, I think that was more for the heads and people who really appreciate Killer Mike, because as great as that was, I think that still went over a lot of niggas' head and under some niggas' feet.
I ain't gonna lie. As great as Killer Mike album was, I got it in my top album. Yeah, I got it in my top 3. Nas Magic is just better than anything that's out right now. Like,
Nas is the Kraken. Magic 2 became the Kraken of 2023, because now I'm like, okay, who dropped an album? Nas's Magic 2 is Terence Crawford, is the Great American Fish Fry 2023. Like, y'all thought I was bullshitting, Mark. I was dead serious. For a couple of days, I literally forgot about the Inouye fight and everything else. All I was just talking about was, you know what I'm saying, that beautiful fish dinner. Bud stood on the mountaintop, took that fish, and fed thousands just like Jesus, because he is him. He spoke a righteous word. They tried to speak down on him, and that man proved himself to be who he was. And shout out to Errol Spence for bearing witness. And, we all saw that. So saith the Lord.
So did y'all have Stephen Foden? Did y'all have Stephen Foden beating Inouye?
Hell no.
Not at all.
I knew Inouye would beat his ass.
Bro, I know it was so many black people that were saying, oh, Stephen Foden gonna win. I was rooting for Stephen Foden. Don't get me wrong. I'm rooting for him because he's black and he's from America. So I'm always gonna root for you. But I'm looking at this little Asian nigga, I'm like, this nigga gonna knock him the fuck out, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I want Charlo to beat Canelo, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Me
You know what I'm saying?
neither.
I ain't picking Charlo to beat Canelo. I
I'm
would
the
love
same
for him to
way.
go in there and shock the world, but I don't see that shit happening.
I think I want Charlo to win, but I think Canelo gonna knock his ass out with a left hook.
Canelo finna prove a point against that boy, man.
I see Canelo putting punishment on him, and the only reason why I would like to see Charlo win outside of the natural, you know what I'm saying, we're black, you know what I'm saying, he's from America, I know, and at the end of the day, there's nothing personal, even though I don't really, as the sport of boxing, I don't think the Charlos are good for the sport. I think Canelo is going to go in there and prove that, like, he's going to use Charlo as a tune-up for Dimitri Bivol because he's not as sharp as Bivol, but he's going to try to use Charlo to prove that he can impose his will on a bigger guy because that was the biggest takeaway from the Bivol fight.
But hold up, but bro, Charlo ain't the bigger guy. Charlo fights 2 divisions under him. You get what I'm saying? Canelo's the bigger guy. Canelo been fighting at 68. Canelo fought as high as 75. He's the bigger guy.
I know that.
He's the bigger guy.
I know that.
I'm just saying, but that's a bad example. What? So what?
No, I was saying I think he's going for the perception. Like for years, people said he hasn't fought none of the black elite fighters. So let me catch this cat, and everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, on paper, that's a good fight. That's a good fight." Yeah, Canelo stepped it up. See what Canelo did to Charlo. I can see him do that. Canelo slipped.
To be honest with you,
I got somebody else up here. Go ahead. Let me let this other guy get in. Just got here. Go ahead. I don't know boxing.
I just want to say salute to everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know boxing in the building. You know what I mean? Salute to Megazord. Salute to Clips and Mr. Mark Nash. Thank you for letting me on your panel. I'm just waiting to dive in when y'all get back to talking music because I don't know boxing. Salute to everybody though.
You threw me off with your new name. I'm over here going to pick up something real quick, making this play, and I was like, "Shit, nigga, what the hell is this?" Like, I thought it was a troll. Y'all don't know it. I got a couple of calls, but it was like a troll call. I called, what's your name? Where you from? I'm from the mama sucked the skin off. I'm like, what? Nigga, bye. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
hey, Mark Nash, your shit fucked up, Mark Nash. Mark Nash been talking all that shit about everybody else audio. Here this nigga
oh, my
go.
Shit bad. My shit bad.
Here this nigga go,
my mic. Y'all go ahead. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Kick yourself off, nigga. Get off that safari and shit. You be telling niggas to get on.
And what is all day?
I never heard of it.
We got your drops, nigga. We got your drops.
Hey,
We got your drop live. Can we get a live? Never heard of it. Let's get a live one.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, but back to
can we get the like Gillie drop? Come on, I know you can hit them notes.
man, get out of here. But back to Magic 2. Magic 2 was extraordinary. I'm still listening to it right now.
What's Magic 2?
Nas' new album.
You ain't hit with Kareem.
I like Nas. Nas like in my top 5 New York.
Have you really dug into Nas's crates? I'm not even trying to know. This ain't like no smoke.
No, I'm not saying I'm the biggest Nas fan. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you know Nas just dropped 5 albums with Hit Boy. Did you know that?
In 3 years.
Again, I'm a down south type of nigga.
I'm a down south type of nigga too. I live in Dallas, Texas. What else you got to say?
Again, you 40, I'm 34.
40. Yeah, exactly. I'm with it. That's true. That's true.
Hey, those 6 years make a big difference.
I agree. You right.
That's facts.
Yeah, that should make a big difference.
Yeah, you missed the golden age because I heard you talking about Future, and Future's what we would call dumpster juice on the side of the dumpster that leaks out when all the trash. His music not even trash. It's the juice that all the trash mixed with dumpster juice and it leaks out. That's Future. Like when I heard you say that, I was like, yeah, I can't. Yeah, we can't. Like we had better artists in the South than that. Like I would never point to Future as my artist from the South. Like we had people like Andre 3000. We got people like Scarface. We have people that made intricate music. You know what I mean? Like the music that he makes is what you would call microwave, dumpster juice, garbage. Whatever the worst word you can describe this music genre, that's what it is. He helped start the Molly Percocet, we some dope fiend music. Y'all, it's cool to be dope fiends. Like I can't relate to it's cool to be dope fiend music. So once he let the cat out the bag that it's cool to be dope fiends, and everybody was jumping around trying to be the biggest dope fiend, like I can't co-sign that. So I'm not into it.
Check this out though. Man, you may be thinking about them hoes that they'll be saying shit like it's the disrespect for me. Y'all never heard that off guy.
Hey man, that's that young stuff, man. Y'all thinking memes. See the first thing you thought about was a meme. Or look, that's how you think. Y'all thinking little pockets and little memes. What could be funny? Oh, that's a meme. You see what he said? That's how to see. I was talking about the music.
The thing is like how you just went so hard on Future, and it's like this nigga got so many hits, bro.
That's not the point.
I'm just saying, you
Bullets got so many kills. That don't make them good. Guns got so many kills.
I'm just saying,
grenades got so many. You know what I mean? Like, does that make it good?
I'm saying, you saying that nigga Johnson.
Cancer got so many kills. You know what I mean? Like
that nigga. What I would like to say,
that nigga could go hit the hit with Nas.
You both got their point.
Man, Future. First of all, when you talking about popularity, Future. When you talking about popularity right now, Nas been doing music for 30 years. So let's see in 10 years. Will Future be touring stadiums, going overseas, selling our shows? Let's see if he's still doing that in the next 10 years. Let's just look. That's all we got to do.
So far,
in the game.
No, because that's what's not. I said Nas been here 30. So let's give Future 20 in the next 10 years. Let's give him 20, and we'll see where he at and what his career look like.
Well, that is something that I use to measure music. Period, not just hip hop. Does it age well? Does it age well? Can I kick you a verse that I originally wrote in 90 whatever or 2000 and it's hot? Because your verse that's popping right now, your song that's whatever right now, if you're not nice is nice. There's shit that niggas spit in the 80s that if we started going into it, all y'all start singing along because that's some hard shit to say. Now, and that's kind of catch-22 with Future, as when me and Megazon was giving him his flowers. We have to give him his flowers in the context that, yes, he makes jingles. These are like these ditties. These are these bops. These are these little whatever that everyone can sing along with. It is for the Molly Percocet crowd. And I'm with Brandon that it did open up a door to this DJ Dope Fiend and MC Fentanyl sort of subculture of little nigga that ain't just in hip hop, we're actually seeing it in life. You know what I'm saying? These little motherfucking drugged out pre-cum babies who you're not really saying nothing slick. You just got a catchy voice over a crazy beat. And
it's microwave. It's dumb. It's ignorant. There's no jewels in it.
To be honest with you, bro, Future is, especially like people like in their 20s, bro, Future is like a lot of people's favorite artists, like people like under 25.
And I understand that, and that's why I can't. I'm gonna knock his influence.
It's not their fault that they was born in the time where garbage music came out. They don't know no better. They don't know what music sounds like. So the thing about it, when you was around, when you was young and hip hop was just in its inception, when I'm 8 and 9 years old, you know what I mean? And hip hop ain't 10 and 20 years old yet, and you listening to the architects make it. So when we hear it, we listening to it from a historic standpoint too, of what we know it to sound like, what it should sound like, and what it always sounded like. Not that the sound of it don't change, because you got a million producers. You got Dr. Dre on the West Coast. You got Professor Nim on the East Coast. You got the Bomb Squad. You got Organized Noise. So it sounds different. But the thing about it is, it's core. No biting. No biting. You can't sound like another man. And most of the time, you gotta drop jewels.
And that was like, honestly, even when you look at gangster music or gangster hip hop, which started devolving into all the different street genres that gets to a Future and lean and all like that, and, you know, drill and all like that. Original gangster rap, Ice-T was hard as fuck and had bars and jewels. NWA, if you listen to it, they were saying shit.
I can't name not one Ice-T song.
Not just wild out. Well, we don't give a fuck and we got guns and bitches. They put the medicine in the candy, or tried to, but they were young. But they still touched on very political issues. They touched on things that were actually pertinent and current to things that were going on within their neighborhood that other people within impoverished communities could relate to. The message.
My generation did that
wasn't
too.
just a catchy song. You feel me, Brandon? You feel me, Megazar? Like, did you ever listen to the message from, you know what I'm saying, Furious 5? Don't push me, cause I'm close. You know, you're saying shit to where that's why people allowed this free expression, not just for a bitch to talk about how wet her pussy is and how much money a nigga can trick on, or a nigga saying, you know, hey, I take a lot of drugs and I sell cocaine.
Listen, so
Well,
I told y'all.
Me personally, I like some of the shit Future do, because I understand it from an artistic standpoint. Now, the collateral damage that it does, I got a problem with that. But if I'm being completely honest, our generation had that side also, but it wasn't the main focus of the music we listening to. The reason why it's at a disadvantage today is because that's the main focus and point of the music. Whenever you could say the Pound Town song, whenever that shit gets the coverage it gets.
Who started it though? Uncle Luke. That's y'all generation.
No, yeah, but guess what? Uncle Luke wasn't out at the forefront in terms of the artist that was pushed. They tried to blackball Luke. They tried to blackball Luke. And the thing about it was when people get to talking about their favorite rapper, you would never hear Luke Skywalker come out their mouth.
And Luke was one of the realest, the hardest who did it, and he fought for all music and all artists and all Americans. Period.
And Luke was a genre. Luke was not when you thought of hip hop. That's just something that they used to politicize the music. And once the politicians started looking at the music, and ultimately, C. Dolores Tucker was correct. What she wanted to do with the music, which she was correct. She wanted to use it like porn, like so. If y'all gonna make this kind of music, fine. We're not gonna stop y'all. Just classify and put it over there. Don't have it everywhere with everybody. Don't have this shit. She was right.
Well, I think that was the problem with the C. Dolores Tuckers of that time, was that generational gap. There was no cornerstone. There was no nothing. You know what I'm saying? There was no nothing to kind of bridge that gap and kind of. So she went about it. She was right in her, you know what I'm saying, overall whatever, but her approach to it was she was just one more old nigga talking about you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like the 50s with rock and roll's devil music, you know.
Right.
People didn't understand that this is the way humans vibrate.
But ultimately she was correct in her assessment of it and what it did when we
she definitely was right. She was right.
Yeah, she was right.
She was right. You know what I'm saying? But that is the balance. That is the balance, though. That, you know, the South was the booty shake capital. But honestly, that was really the only outlet we had until, because until the doors got kicked down.
Bro, you forgot. No, we listen to bass music down here. Like dudes used to listen to just straight bass music, no rapping, no nothing, just bass.
There was a bass and screw. I know, like me, the days I know when I fucking cats from deep down south, there was a lot of Swisher House niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a big Zero fan. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 34. Zero is one of my favorite artists of all time. But
yeah, I don't like Zero music.
I respect Zero. I respect Zero for what he does.
Yeah, but I don't like his music. I mean, all his music sound the same, and he need to get out of this 50-year depression that he in. I'm tired of hearing him I'm tired of hearing you make the same songs. I'm one deep. I don't know if it's gonna last long. Everybody hate on me. I don't know how it's gotta be. That shit whack.
So check it out. So y'all know I'm 34. My new little chick I talked to, she 24. You feel me? It's like I can't pull up listen to none of that. I can't pull up listen to Biggie. I can't pull up listen to Pop.
Why not?
I can't pull up listen to Zero.
Why not?
Scarface.
Why not?
3000.
Why not? You gotta show.
She got looking at me like, what the fuck is this?
And guess what? And that's when you educate her, and that's when you put her on. That's
Hell
when you.
nah.
That's when you.
Her pussy gonna dry up quick.
Man, it's not Kareem. If you really want to be some player shit, and you really want to put her on and take advantage of being older, even take it greater. Pull up on some old 90s R&B or whatever like that when you ride.
Yeah, I was gonna say play some R&B.
Well, no, R&B, yeah.
Or even some one. Man, come on, we had dope rap songs that bitches loved back then. Well, pull up when you ride with your lady and let that Method Mary play.
Look here, if you pull up, you must be used to me spending.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. If y'all ain't bobbing your head to that, she ain't got no soul, brother. Like you might want to leave her. You might want to leave her.
I'll pull up on her. Listen to.
Hold up, I missed that. Who? I missed that. What?
That Biggie that you must be used to me.
Oh, that's dope. That's hard.
But they got R. Kelly in it though. Is that okay?
Man, it's all right.
Of course. I still listen to R. Kelly. What are you talking about?
Oh, that song. I'm listening to that song.
R. Kelly, that's the king of R&B.
Nah, baby, they just gonna have
to definitely not. Got kicked off and needed back to tour. R. Kelly wouldn't have got kicked off and needed back to tour. Believe that.
Nah, because he never would have been invited on it. But he's in Rikers right now. You can go see him in Rikers right now. He got a different uniform than everybody. He got a burnt on. He got a
king of New York. King of R&B. King of R&B. Don't ever forget that. Talking about Babyface, man, get the fuck out of here. Babyface, man, please.
The great Babyface who you went to see damn near every time he come to Dallas. The great Babyface.
I didn't say he wasn't great. He's just not the king of R&B.
We ain't gonna have this conversation now because I know this is a family conversation, but let me butt in because we ain't gonna do this because without Katie Edmonds, there wouldn't be no R. Kelly.
It wouldn't.
Like I said,
hold on. Let me bring my girl Food Revolution in here because she just got here. She ain't had nothing to say all night. Go ahead, Foodie. Then we can go to Epilogue and open it back up to everybody.
Whatever, everyone.
Foodie.
I'm on the panel. I'm just listening to you guys now. You know, I love talking about music, so I'm gonna listen.
No, I need the Savage Queen on my side. Hey, Foodie, without Babyface, there wouldn't be no R. Kelly. We need to stop arguing.
This is true. Even though I love me some R. Kelly, but
R. Kelly is the king of R&B.
He's the king of 90s R&B.
Okay, okay. What's Babyface's biggest album?
Boyz II Men.
No, not who he wrote for. No, we talking about no. What is Babyface's biggest solo? We finna compare their solo careers because we can do that. What's Babyface's biggest album?
It's not close. Solo career is not close.
All right then. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about writing and none of that. I'm talking about solo.
Well, R. Kelly was a writer too, so you can compare the songs that R. Kelly
wrote. I'm not using that. I'm talking about. I'm talking about what they did on the stage and what they did in the studio themselves, not for nobody else. They
The full
solo
album or the
careers.
songs, like the hits? What are you saying?
R.
Like
Kelly did. R. Kelly did a whole
Babyface's full
bunch of stuff in
album?
the studio allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Because I guess you could. I guess it's I can't remember. Was it Tender Lover, or was it Babyface? This is for the cool.
It's not
Or
close.
was
It's
it
not close. I could tell you it's not
close to
close.
which
Whatever it
album?
is, it ain't
Close
close.
to which album?
For the cooling you was his highest selling album. It sold 3 times platinum.
And and what's R. Kelly highest selling album?
I don't know.
Probably Foreplay. I mean 12 Play.
He just wanted.
But
He just wanted
I
something.
think R. Kelly. I believe R. Kelly highest selling album is like 8 million albums.
But peep this though. But peep this. But peep this though. Ark. What you failing to realize if you add up all the records, right? Like this guy, Babyface wrote a lot of big records for a lot of people. R. Kelly wrote a lot of records for a lot of people too.
See, y'all keep talking about writing. I'm talking about solo career.
But you can't separate. Hold up, you trying to make it? Babyface had a big career. Hold up, let me finish. Let me finish. You gotta let me finish my point though. I get what you're saying, but that minimizes the greatness of Babyface when you just say no. Forget everything else he did. Just talk about him as the artist solo. That minimizes who the man is. He's not just a solo artist. He's a record exec. He's a writer. He's a producer. He put movies together.
That's not what I'm talking about. If you put each of them on the stage, who's going to have the run?
Sir, I feel what you're saying. That's not what you talking about. What I'm telling you what I'm talking about. If you talking about R. Kelly had a better solo career, or had better or sold more records, I'll give you that. You can have that. But when you talking about the total career of the person, like it's Babyface, bro.
It's Babyface all day, every day.
The whole
I agree.
career, bro.
I agree. I would rather have Babyface's career. What? Hold on. I'm talking about solo, but when you're talking about overall impact on music, I would fucking rather have Babyface's career. Come on, y'all, stop it. Who wouldn't?
More importantly, to end this conversation, hopefully, Babyface can still show his face.
Yep.
He got kicked off Anita Baker tour. I don't believe that.
Yeah, he was young, man. Why you bring up old shit? God damn it.
Hey, I'm being real with you. R. Kelly got kicked off Jay-Z.
And R. Kelly got kicked off the streets, nigga. He in prison.
R. Kelly did not.
You keep bringing up Anita Baker too. Anita Baker would do a whole bunch of things to get on or say would love to be on the tour with Babyface right now.
That's not
Let's
true.
keep it a buck.
She just kicked
She
him
just got her
off
masters
her
back.
tour.
I don't know what happened with that, but it's not
She
because he
just-
wasn't selling. Like he wasn't.
I
Doing
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said he
Yeah,
was
but
removed
like
and
Brandon
kicked
like
off.
try to put up like twist words and narratives to fit
I
his
love-
point. At the end of the day,
You give no context.
I love
Yeah.
Anita Baker and I love Babyface. She
Me
kicked
too.
Babyface off the tour because he was bigger than
I know
her.
how to shut Brandon Washington up. Let's get back on that Bud Crawford. That'll shut him up.
Let's get him right on up.
That's how I get him off the panel.
Oh, y'all read the title. You read the title.
I know how to get him
That's
off
my
the
new
panel.
name. Nah, you know my new name.
Your new name is Brandon Crawford.
You see it. You see it on the screen.
Yes, your name is Brandon Crawford.
Mark didn't want to. Mark didn't want to let me in. Mark didn't want to let me in. I was backstage for 5 minutes.
How would I know who you are, bro? With that new name, I told y'all I just got 2 troll accounts while I was on mute making this move. Somebody called me talking about some gay shit, trolling the account. Y'all don't see everything that happened behind the scenes, man. But
You
these
live
niggas
in
be
Atlanta,
calling
bro.
in.
That should be a normal occurrence for you.
Man, there you go.
I mean, fuck it. I mean, hey, man, that ain't your first.
Nobody called my phone with no gay shit. It only happens on this YouTube phone.
But what I'm saying, that ain't your first time in real life bumping around into some gay shit. It just happened to Atlanta. You can go in the store and get some food and bump into some gay
let's
shit.
keep it moving, bro. Let's keep it moving, cause this joke ain't even landed for me, bro. I don't play.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these niggas be trolling the show. That's all that was, bro. So I didn't know who you was. You pulling up with a new name and shit.
That's my permanent name.
Okay, I love it. It fits too.
I'm trying to tell you. Shit. So
Man, this shit is lit out here in Atlanta. I ain't even gonna hold you. I came up here where I'm at right here. Nigga, this shit is lit. This shit is lit where I'm at. I don't even supposed to be over here this time in the morning.
Well, sit your old ass down.
Yeah, these niggas, I'm up here they got this spot called Grown Folks. It's a crab spot right here.
Water boy's gonna get you.
They got the damn little bar and lounge over there. The Harold's Chicken is out. They got this little club right here beside another club. This shit lit.
Harold Chicken
Nash.
Harold
Okay,
Chicken
where's
Nash.
nasty to you, nigga? Damn, Brandon. I'm not offering you none. So don't worry about it. You don't gotta say if it's nasty. I didn't offer you one fucking wing, my nigga. Not one.
I didn't know you was going to Harold's Chicken.
You
said you going to the crabs, all that shit you named. And you going to get some chicken?
That's what I want. I want my Harold's wings, nigga. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't going to the crab pot right now.
Cheap ass dude.
Harold.
Spin that bread.
Harold's got some decent grade chicken. It's the mild sauce that take it over the top though.
I don't eat that mild sauce. I don't eat that mild sauce.
Trash.
But it's the tartar
Brandon,
sauce that Brandon's eating.
Nigga, no, what's trash is Errol Spence performance on Saturday. That was trash.
I don't know shit about boxing. I wouldn't know. I don't know nothing about boxing. I wouldn't know a good performance from a great one. I don't know shit.
Trash was Derek James coaching, nigga.
I know you finna be. I know you finna. You ain't finna get no wings. You finna get some penguin. You finna get a motherfucking pigeon. You finna go eat some pigeon wings.
Brandon, did you burn your Spence pennies?
Man, Pablo, I don't know. That's not my name. My name is. I done told you. You gonna have to address me. I don't know shit about boxing.
You changed your name out of embarrassment. But
I don't know boxing.
Your Spence pennies?
I don't know boxing.
Did you burn your Spence pennies?
I do not know boxing.
You were on here saying you were wearing Spence pennies.
I don't know boxing.
Hey, you know what?
I recognize your voice. You could change your name to whatever you want, bro.
I don't know boxing.
You said Spence wasn't ready.
I don't know boxing.
And then you flipped it, and then you thought he was going to win. It was going to be man down.
You know what, though? You know what? You talked your shit. You rode with your guy. Your guy didn't win. But you know, you already knew because you said it after the ugas fight. Your immediate reaction for the ugas fight. This Spence was not ready for Bud.
And he was wearing Spence panties.
And he did have also Spence panties. They're now in a bunch. Covered in
I wouldn't know. I don't know. I know music though.
Both sides.
Back to the music. Like I was saying, hopefully this Magic 2 can get some Grammy.
To go back to R. Kelly.
Hilarious. Hopefully we can get this Magic 2 Grammy nominated. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what we're looking for. 2 out of the 5. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
I know you want to talk about anything else, so let's just go on and talk about this.
Man, we got congressional hearings on UFOs that ain't nobody in the world fucking paying attention to. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
It's amazing.
It look like Terence Crawford landed a UFO on
subject.
Errol Spence's face.
Well, let me go on mute because I don't know. I don't know.
He beat that nigga bad so bad. The UFO home. Yeah, he fucked him, bro. Remember how remember E.T. finger lit up? How E.T. finger lit up all red when he was trying to phone home? That's what Errol Spence's face looked like. It looked like E.T. finger. It was all red and
like a
tomato. That nigga to a whole other dimension. He started looking like an ant-man. He looked like one of them giant ant people. His eyes all fucked up. Whoa. He said Bud's hands are intergalactic.
He changed that man, bro. He changed him. You talking about somebody? Hey, Brandon, he was talking to his son. He's like, "We're gonna do it." He was like, "We're gonna get him next time, gang." His son looked at him like, "Who is we?" He said, "We're gonna get him next time, gang." His son was like, "All right, whatever." He was like, "Give me 5." He was like, "Nigga, I don't want to shake on this deal." That shit was funny. His mama said, "It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay." I was like, the fight ain't even over yet. She knew what was coming. Oh, it was beautiful, man. It was like watching a mouse get fed to a fucking python in a cage or some shit. Like, you know he gonna get him. It's just like when he gonna get him and how he gonna get him. Oh my God, I'm a sick.
You're not the only one.
I still think Harvey Doc stopped it just a little bit too early.
Yeah, I want
Because Spence shouldn't have been able to look at him and say, "Hey man, what's going on?" He shouldn't have been able to do that.
They should have.
I think Harvey Doc stopped the fight too early.
Wake this man.
Who's with me? Who's with me? Anybody?
I agree. I wanted to see the fish sleep. I wanted to see him sleep, especially after that third knockdown. The way he went down, it was like, baby, get him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Spence said it better than anybody. He said if you knock a dude out, he'll be all right. But if you beat him down and break his will, it takes something from him. And that's exactly what happened to him, you know. So I mean, hey, poetic justice, I guess. Like I said,
God is a humbling figure, right? God will humble you, right? The pride comes before the fall. I mean, everything he said he was gonna do to that guy happened to him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I won't even put God in the mix with that. That's sports. Like, I just think whoever prepared better, whoever skill was on point, that's who won.
Hey,
I'm just saying that tongue is a motherfucker, man.
Oh no, you definitely
and you gotta be careful what kind of energy. Alligator mouth.
Pause. That's a hell of a pause. I gotta come back in. That's a pause. That tongue is a motherfucker. Say, man, you need to relax, man, with that, Mark. I mean, eat them chicken wings.
What are you talking about? I don't know anything about boxing.
Man, come on, you reach for that pause right there. Come on, man. Listen, man.
Bro, that was not a reach, bro. That was a real hard. That was a pause. The tongue is a motherfucker, man. What kind of man? That's a real pause. Get out of here.
You got only men have tongue. Leftover fish and crow to eat, Brandon.
Men have tongues only now. You don't even make no sense. You really are reaching.
That was not a reach.
Yeah.
I tell you what was a reach. That goddamn Errol Spence jab to the body. in round 5.
There was. God damn.
Hey, Brandon, how long do you cry? You still crying.
You said what, Clip? I ain't heard you.
How long did you cry? I know you cried. It's okay. Hey, real niggas cry. Oh yeah, Marty Mark, bruh man cry.
Bruh man. Great exhibition, man. Like I said, I think Virgil Hunter was mocked. The great Virgil Hunter was mocked and made fun of and joked by the brother I don't know boxing. And it proved his analysis proved to be right.
Yes, it did.
It proved to be right. His analysis proved to be right.
Sure did.
But he was scorned and mocked. Even though I didn't know who the hell he was when he showed up with a mustache and some chin hair. I didn't know with a beanie on.
Keisha Cole Daddy was right. Yeah.
Yeah, Keisha Cole Daddy was right. He was wrong for messing with Frankie, but he was definitely right in his analysis on the fight. But he was made ridiculed and mockery of.
He looked like Life Jennings now.
Nah, I ain't gonna go that bad. I don't.
He looked like he could be either Life Jennings or Peter Guns' daddy.
Peter Guns, yeah. Life Jennings, I don't know. Like,
yeah, he looked just like
Brandon, man, I just
Peter Guns hollering. Not Peter Guns. Life Jennings hollering in the ring like Errol Spence.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Nah, but when we was watching,
they look alike though, is what I mean.
Nah, when we was watching the replay, like, you know what I'm saying, like Mark wasn't filming me, I was trying to tell him to rewind and I was talking about his hair, but it hit him with a left so crispy that you know how his hair he had that little curl fro and everything, that his hair, like seconds afterward, was still pushed backwards. Like I was saying, like for a brief second, he had a little Frederick Douglass part in his hair from with busted with the punch.
Nah, it was great performance.
That was fucking awesome, man.
Great performance.
I was saying, like the science behind that.
We'll be
Imagine
talking
how.
about. Hey, even if he tops this performance in the next fight, it won't be this because
Right.
this moment was just so much bigger.
You only
And
have one time to make a first impression. Exactly.
yeah, and it's like it's just great. Like I said, it's gonna go down as one of the best sports performances in history.
In history.
Like he should win an ESPY. He should win an ESPY for that shit.
Yeah, definitely. No, this is definitely
Fantastic.
this is an SB moment right here. Not just the totality of his career and this being like a capstone moment, but like you said, the performance. We've said all the narratives, but they're not narratives. These are true things. These aren't cliche ideas. The cream will rise to the top. Adversity brings out the best. All right. Some people will crack. Some people, they look amazing until you put amazing next to extraordinary.
Man, that Motown 85, a lot of people don't forget. Say, man, Stevie Wonder performed at that joint.
Yeah.
Everybody performed there.
I remember. I was old enough to
But what performance do people talk about?
Michael
They
Jackson.
talk about that damn Billie Jean.
Michael Jackson when he hit the moonwalk for the first time. Yeah.
They talk about that Billie Jean. They talk about that Billie Jean performance.
I was old enough to see that. Man, I was 5 years old. I was old enough to see.
Yeah, I was really young too, but I remember, and they played that shit on
Michael
over
Jackson.
and over.
Hey, food. Let's age ourselves. When Michael Jackson dropped a new video, there would be commercials during football games. I'm talking about ABC.
Yeah.
There was only a few channels.
Yep.
I'm old enough to remember when TV went off.
Man, I remember when they premiered.
I love
Remember
being
the
able to say
Time.
shit like that.
I remember when they premiered Remember the Time. I remember when they premiered Jam.
Oh, that was so huge, wasn't it?
I remember when they black and white. Remember, I think that was on I think that was on like After in Living Color, because that's when Fox was dropping off.
Yeah, that's when it was on Fox.
Yeah.
Exactly.
On Fox.
Remember there was a whole 10-year period during the 90s, maybe started in 91 and started fading around 2001, where Sunday, Saturday through Sunday, Fox just had everything down because they had the Saturday cartoons, and then Sunday you had Married with Children, Living Color. You couldn't even fuck with it. Like every show that everyone watched and talked about every day. This is before the internet. You would watch these shows because there's all people talking about in school.
And it was Fox 33 for us. It wasn't Fox 4. It was Fox 33 for us.
Well, we were Fox 11 in LA.
Then it switched to Fox 4.
Yeah, every state's got a different.
Yeah, but
I think it was Fox 8 in Portland and Fox 11 in LA.
Yeah, our Fox when it went to 4, our 33 turned to WB. It turned it to the Warner Brothers station. That's
I remember
that. Was Channel 5 for us, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had for a while they had what was it? The UPN network?
Yeah, Channel 21. Like it was Channel 21. It was Paramount.
Yeah, that was like 13.
Then it changed to UPN, like United Paramount Network or some shit.
Yeah, that was UPN, United Paramount Network.
That was all them black shows that just saying.
They didn't do well on Fox, or they couldn't get on Fox.
Kelsey Grammer was right.
Girlfriends was on there.
And you know what's so funny? And remember, back, I try to take it another way. But remember, when we have all our gender conversation, I say that a lot of black women's ideologies or whatever that comes from that white hippie bullshit. It was a goddamn white man, hippie ass Kelsey Grammer, who wrote so many goddamn shows that a lot of young sisters, believe it or not, grew up off.
I don't know, but I like them on Cheers and I like Frasier. That's all.
He's a dope writer. It was just interesting why he was so fascinated with doing shows.
And he did write really well on Girlfriends. I mean, I like to see black professional women.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not just saying it's weird because you see.
That's about as far as I take it because I don't let fake.
Yeah, you're not impressionable.
I don't let fake things influence my reality. So.
Well, the thing was, we was outside. We was literally outside living our life. Like TV was something we did when we came in the house.
Right.
We didn't stay in the house to watch TV. When we came in the house, we watched TV. People stay in the house to watch TV today.
And that's all now. And now it's everywhere. Like you watch it. I watch it at work. It's on your phone right now. I'm only on my phone and on my television at the same time. Like you don't get away from it. There's no break from it. That was shit.
Get to my stories.
Before that, we had it in our cars and all that kind of shit. But
I mean, it's weird for me because That's why I love being a cinephile, because like I'm the type of person who sometimes I believe in art of distraction. Sometimes when I'm focusing on something, and I know I got a little bit of downtime, but I can't sleep or whatever, I'll throw a movie on, and if it the movie keeps me entertained and think, I notice that like in my metaconscious, I'm working on whatever I need to deal with. Sometimes I need to distract myself to focus. So that's why I do like movies. But I do believe that this generation has gotten too addicted to instant gratification, as well as different distractions.
And like with the TV show, like we don't even really watch them. Well, except for certain channels, but like we just binge watch them because we're so used to the Netflix model where you get all 13 episodes at one time and then that's it. Then you got to wait for a whole nother year. There's no reruns. You don't have to wait for a break for the next episode because I think a regular TV schedule was like 8 episodes or 13 episodes. I don't know. I can't
remember. You got like 8 to 12 episodes, and then you had to wait a year to 7 months.
So you were watching Martin all year long. You were watching, even if it was reruns, you were watching a Cosby Show all year long. Like it was, you knew that. I mean, the new season was going to start in September, but still, like you would.
Right. But back to something I was saying earlier, I think that was deep, and I really think that even like in parenting, I know with my son, I should have probably did more of it. I'm from a generation when TV went off.
Yeah.
3, 4 o'clock, that shit turned into static, unless you went to the squiggly line channel.
I always had cable, so my TV never went off because we always
discolored. Hey, the B side with the discolored, but you can still see what's going on, but you just
yeah. You already know you got to use your imagination.
Bean, put the B side on.
That's how you would get the Playboy channel and Spice channel.
Spice Ice.
Spice channel. Squiggly lines.
Yeah.
If y'all from the element, y'all know. If y'all from the era and the element, that's why I didn't want to just.
Those were the blocked off. Those were the channels in the cable package that mom didn't buy.
She didn't have to. All you had to do was click on the B side. You couldn't see it regular, but you could see them lines to give you like a 15 seconds. Then it start moving again. And shit.
You'd be like, ooh. You'd be like, ooh, titty. Wait, no, what was that?
Hey, Mark said, do we think that that Dylan White should be banned because of his whole banned substance thing? Like it's a wrap for him.
Then they got to hear, man. AJ, my second favorite fighter, man. And
yeah, me too.
Yeah, get him out of here, bro. Like,
well, no, not second favorite. I mean, he used to be my favorite heavyweight, but yeah.
No, he's still my favorite heavyweight. He would just be my favorite fighter. I found Terence Crawford late. I say 2008. Brandon tried to give me brother, I don't know boxing, tried to get me to go to a fight, and I turned it down because I didn't know who Bud was like that. But he tried to get me to go to a fight. But I became a Bud fan when I saw him and Errol have the little the talk backstage, and I forgot who he fight immediately after. Who did he fight immediately after that? Because he had fought Horn and got his belt.
Because he was saying you gotta get the belt.
He fought Benavidez right after that, right?
Right. Knocked him out.
And that's when I became a fan.
Yeah. I just happened to catch I'm one of them weird people who watch the Olympics, and I get excited. I still want to go to what I had a chance to go to Barcelona, but I couldn't find a chaperone I trusted, and I was not going. I mean, not Barcelona, but the Brazil one. I just, I wasn't going there alone. I know me. I'd catch AIDS and probably just end up running around barefoot in the fucking whatever. Brazil's too wild, But yeah, I caught Bud in the Olympics, and so I paid attention to his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, he's actually good. And like I said, it wasn't until he really settled into like 140 that I was really like, wait a minute. And so by the time he came up to 147, I remember I liked Errol Spence and I was supporting him. So I thought what Keith Thurman was doing to Errol Spence was the worst shit ever. I said that was real bad for boxing. That's bullshit. Well, so if Keith Thurman's going to do that to Errol, then I don't ever want to hear Keith come out of his mouth for Floyd. Floyd's right then, because Keith, you bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? You should knock motherfucking this kid who wants your shit. You should take this challenger, and then you should be like, look, Floyd, quit running from me. Because, you know, I do think that Thurman and Floyd should have fought. There was enough time, and, you know, it should have happened, in my opinion. But when Errol started doing that to Bud, I didn't like it. But I said, I see why. And so as Bud settled into his weight, and when he got to his third and fourth knockout in a row, I'm like, uh-oh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think Errol was doing. I don't think that was Errol's doing, bro. I don't think Errol was ever scared to fight. I don't think Errol was ever scared to fight Terence Crawford. I think it was more so that promotional thing.
Yeah, no, I think the powers.
But I'm saying, you see, in order to get this fight, Errol went and got his own representation. He went and got a team. Remember when Errol did that?
Right,
he went and got that team.
I think that has more to do with the fact that Errol's winding down towards the end of his career. I don't think he's going to fight any further than these next two fights. If he fights, he's done, and he knows that. So why not get your big payday? I definitely think that he was afraid to lose his O and lose his fan base by fighting this dude and losing. He knew he was a threat. I don't know why he didn't add to his team, though. I don't know why he didn't add somebody other than Derek James, who had taught him the one file, that one-dimensional style.
Well, I mean,
needed more than that to beat this guy.
But if it ain't broke, why would you fix it? Like,
because you knew you needed more to fix. If you were watching the film, you knew you needed more to beat this guy.
I'm just saying, did he know? I'm just saying.
If you didn't, then you're definitely not the guy that we thought that you were.
And he wasn't, because his damn show looked like he didn't know.
He sure as fuck didn't.
Hey, Foodie, sometimes people be smelling their own shit and really be feeling themselves.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. People always falter in those situations. You know?
Right, exactly. So where it's like, to quote Billy the Kid in Young Guns, every day you gotta test yourself, and the minute you stop testing yourself, that's when you become rusty. To where I'm with you, like Spence. If I was Errol Spence, once this fight was confirmed, I'm doing everything we've ever did, and I'm going extra hard, and I'm actually looking for some outside eye, somebody that I trust, you know what I'm saying, and I'm looking what to add. Just me. Right. I'm like, I really do, and then this fight and the way Bud fought this shows to me the power of mentation. Kobe did it a lot, where you would, you'd mentally visualize this fight happening over and over and over. You'd run it over in your mind. You know, the Japanese dude who wrote the Book of the Five Rings, this is what he did, and that's how he wrote the book. Like, to where when the fight actually happened,
it's almost as if it already happened, because you've gone through all the motions already. Just about every possibility. Yeah.
Exactly. You got a contingency
from a physical standpoint. Yeah, you've gone through every possible scenario, just about. So it just becomes autopilot almost. He looked like he was an autopilot. He was so calm the entire time. No one knew what version of Errol Spence was going to be here, but I'd never seen him fight any other way except for the one way at the one fight at the one weight class. So
but I'm gonna be real with you, that's what made him great, is that Errol never had to adjust. That's what made him great. That was part of his selling point. That was part of his marketing.
I don't think you can get great by not being challenged.
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is for what we were showed of the brother, that was greatness. He went in there and he beat it, just like Terence Crawford went in there and beat everybody they put in front of him. Errol went in there and beat everybody they put in front of him. And he authored a particular style, and he became a star, and he became great by it. It just so happened that style didn't work against this brother.
Everybody that Errol Spence fought was tailor made for his style.
It was.
PBC picked fighters that he was most likely to win. He wasn't challenged.
And that goes back to what I said about, it wasn't about Spence being scared. It was Spence being a man, understanding, okay, yeah, this dude, I'm going to have to do something with. And I don't think he was ducking him as much as the money was saying, hell, fuck no. Hell, fuck no.
Well, they definitely had to build this fight up. I mean, we can't just act like these two black fighters were going to be able to get into the ring a few years ago and they would sell the way that they did.
We know that Bob Arum and Bob, we know that it'll work for that heavyweight.
It wasn't going to happen with Bob.
It wasn't going to work for that.
Yeah, but also for it to be, they had to really build this fight up, and I do think no matter if they say, "Oh no, it didn't matter," I think the fight with Tank and Ryan and the way that sold, and the people really wanted that fight, and they got it, and they really showed out and showed up. I think that did have a lot to do with them taking a chance on making this fight.
Oh, exactly, and that's what we've been pushing for as long as I've been, on this shit, is telling motherfuckers that we do have power as fans. It ain't like we think. And no, these people really don't need us or give a damn about us. But when we all come to a general consensus, or don't think they don't listen to these channels and see what the hot button topics are.
Well, I mean, I agree wholeheartedly with both of y'all. I'm just saying, from a business standpoint, it made sense for Al Heyman had all the belts over there, and if I'm building this one guy up, we finna do our in-house thing till it's time. And I gotta give. They did that, I can't.
And the time came.
Yeah, the time came, and the truth was revealed. Like, Bud was the guy, but I'm telling you, there's no way that you have Floyd Mayweather ever as a chief advisor, part owner, and he not tell him, hey.
Keep him away from
me. Y'all let this shit run its course first. Y'all let him do that first, because that boy over there is a real threat.
Well, that's their style. That's what they do with all of their fighters. That's what happened with Wilder. That's what happened with Errol, and Tank is next.
That's kind of why these black fighters have been getting exposed, is because Wilder was able to
get as much money from them from a business standpoint. They get as much money as they can from them by matching them up perfectly, keeping them under the PBC protection huddle, and then when they can't anymore, then they're like, fuck it.
Yeah,
they're not doing them any services though, by not like really building them up to possibly be competitive once they step outside of the stable though.
Right, exactly.
And you sit there and you fight everybody who's tailor-made for your style. But they don't care about that. It's a business model for them. They don't care about that shit.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Because when you look at both fighters, EJ and Wilder, and the example you're using as far as the PBC protection plan, they were ill prepared for the lateral movement and nuanced boxing. Subtle feints and angles from Bud, as well as subtle feints and angles, as well as clinch fighting, and building up that core and leg strength, to where not understanding that there's a reason why in the heavyweight division we lean on, but they lean on each other. You feel what I'm saying? Lean on each other, and digging the chin in somebody's shoulder, like all that little nuance stuff that Deontay really never had to deal with somebody big enough to just lean on him to do that.
He's power puncher. PBC gets power punchers. They have all the power punchers. Top Rank has the skill fighters. That's just
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I think Errol beat everybody in welterweight. That's not Terence Crawford though.
But there's not much competition at welterweight.
Well, okay, then we got to say the same for Terence. Then, if we're going to use that as a measuring stick,
It's a possibility. But he's come up from different divisions, and he's been three-time lineal.
Right, but
he's done a lot more with his career. No matter what his competition was, he's accomplished more.
Yeah, of course, Errol only stayed at welterweight, but I'm saying Errol Spence beats every other welterweight. That's not Terence Crawford. And I'm not finna act like he don't, because he does. It's just that when the Congress is having those hearings about UFOs, Bud wasn't in that, but he's definitely when it comes to superior athlete. See, Spence went up against the most superior athlete he's probably ever faced in his life. Terence Crawford just ain't no dude, man. This dude is a superior athlete who can box, who's well studied. He just not know anybody. So when a brother lose to somebody that's just better, that's all it is. He lost to somebody that's better. He just lost to somebody that's better. Ain't no shame in that. Ain't no shame in that.
I mean, when I'm thinking of the other talent at 147 outside of Bud Crawford, thinking Boots does not have enough experience maybe to beat Errol, but we
Boots better
don't know
go
what
on
type of
somewhere.
Errol. We don't know what Errol. He what?
I said Boots better go on somewhere. I
He
feel him for
showboats too much. He needs to get his craft down. He needs to stop all that switch hitting and showboating in the middle of the fucking ring. But he's a good fighter. He's got a lot of speed. I don't know what Errol, if he's really shot. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's really a shot fighter. I don't know what condition he would go into the ring with him, but I would definitely probably say, just looking at it with Errol's experience, he would beat Boots. Danny Onis, I've never even seen him fight, and I don't know who else is at 147. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but I'm just, I'm just stating. I think Spence beat everybody at welterweight. That's not Terence Crawford, and I think Terence Crawford is going to move to welterweight and whoop everybody ass there because he ain't just some dude.
Not welterweight, 147.
Yeah,
154.
That's super welterweight, ain't it?
Yeah, super welterweight.
Yeah, super welterweight. Yeah, I think he goes up to super welterweight and whoop everybody there too. We seen Charlo fucking lose to Tony Harrison. Don't get me wrong, Tony Harrison is long and got a good jab.
Yeah.
But yeah,
good footwork.
Crawford gets him.
Yep. He'll beat Tim Tszyu. He'll beat everybody at 54. I think Crawford beats everybody from 147 to 160, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I've said several times, right now the landscape of the immediate people that he could fight, Tim Tszyu's the only competitive fight that I still see him win.
Because 54 ain't got nobody, and 160 ain't got nobody really. You know, well, they're all like Dominican and Cuban.
Yeah, honestly, I hope Bud give me, if they don't have the Errol rematch, fight Tim Tszyu for his belt. You know what I'm saying? Gonna get that strap, and he can retire if he want to, or he can go after Jamel. Ain't that? Yeah, it's Jamel.
Oh, he wants Jamel.
Yeah, like I said, do that.
If Jamel don't run, because he said he's going back down to 154, I wouldn't blame him for staying at 168. But I think, I don't know if Caleb Plant will beat Jamel Charlo. I don't know. He showed fucking Benavidez will beat his ass. He's a big motherfucker. Who else would be his good competition at 168 if he were to stay at 168? Obviously he's gonna fight Canelo.
Yeah, once Canelo touch him up, he'll come back down and he'll be ripe for the picking.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to face him, especially if he get that W. If it beats Tim Tszyu and gets that W, was the WBA he dropping? He gonna have the other 3 belts, and then he'll beat him. I do believe definitely he's gonna beat Jermell Charlo
and retire. And I retire.
That's it. Retire. I don't see anything else. No other challenge.
I retire. It'll be good. He'll be around 37, pushing 38. Go and retire, man, and be a top 15 all time, the top 10 boxer all time.
Right. I agree.
Arguably, but he'll definitely be top 20 if you're undisputed in 3 weight classes. You top 20.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
He's definitely in my top 5 personally, because I just not only am I just a huge fan of him personally, I just think his path and his record.
Oh yeah, Morrell. I forget about Morrell at 68. He ain't beating nobody at 68 if he stay up there. He ain't got no business up there.
No. Oh no, I can see him in the 154 and that's it. Like I wouldn't want him to push his body into the 160.
No, I mean not Bud. I'm talking about Jermell. Like if he were to stay, because most of the time people go up. You go up 14 pounds, you stay there.
Yeah, Jermell's just chasing the bag right now, and that's the reason why I kind of don't like Crawford fighting him, Jamal. After this is because once he comes down after the Canelo ass whooping, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, this was like leftovers, and this was."
I'm be real with you, it don't even matter at that time because you don't care. You just collecting the 3. All you want to be known as the
for your legacy,
3-time undisputed. Damn, who you had to fight to get it.
Gives a fuck, exactly.
Yeah, who cares? Like at that
your
point,
accomplishments. It's about your personal accomplishments and going down in the history books.
You've already got the cherry on top of cherries with the performance and you beating Errol Spence. Right. Go ahead and go up and get that weight class and get Tim Tszyu belt. Then fight Jermell Charlo. Make it convincing so it ain't got to be no rematch and shit. Retire.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that is the clear path. That is the clear path to riding off in the sunset. And you know, I just really hope that Bud and Clarissa are allowed to ride off in the sunset and know when to step away from this brutal, unforgiving business that's petty as fuck.
Nah, but I think Bud gonna fight 3 fights at most. I think Bud, like when you like a lot of people not talking about when you get a win like that, that take a lot out of you also because it was a validation win. It takes a lot of the steam off.
Yeah.
He didn't even celebrate. Did we see Bud really celebrate? He didn't even celebrate really.
He went golfing.
No, I'm talking about in terms in the ring. Like, yeah, he got on the ropes and looked.
Oh, that's not his style. He ain't the one to be sitting up there hitting backflips and all like them young niggas and shit.
Well, I'm just saying when he won his first title, he jumped up like Michael Jordan, hit the shot against the Cavaliers.
When he beat what was it, Bradis? Is that his name?
No, that wasn't his first title when he did Prescott. That was when he what's that fucking dude name? I can't think, but he jumped up like Jordan, hit the shot on the Cavaliers. But
Definitely because everybody had counted him out. I don't know, shit. It was hard for him to get signed. Like nobody was fucking with Bud. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was fucking with him. Nobody believed in him. He had to keep on believing in himself. So of course.
So, but even this fight, he didn't. You know. So I'm thinking, man, at 36 years old, his athletic prime, he's right at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I think
he's settled. I think he's settling into it. But I think, you know, quick like your head, I honestly think he could probably go for a 45. I don't want to see the 50, but I think he can go for a 45-0. But I'm cool with 43.
Right, but what 5 fighters or what 5 fights unless he fights somebody?
Exactly. To where
so unless he fights Tim Tszyu twice and he fights Charlo twice when he try to get his belts back, because I think that would probably be 2. Unless Bud retires.
See,
if he stops Tim Tszyu, which I don't have no reason not to think he would, it ain't gonna be no rematch.
No, so that's what I'm saying. So that's 1 fight.
And if he stopped Charlo, it won't be a rematch either.
It wouldn't need to unless they agree to it in a contract, 2-fight deal. Because he only has 1 more fight on PBC.
And that's the Spence fight. And Spence is not going to give up that slot.
But he doesn't have to. It's they don't have to rematch. He could just fight Charlo.
We'll see. I think Spence gonna grab that payday. You know, I think he's I just think that I think he's gonna take another ass whooping, and this time we might just see sleep.
Yeah, we'll see if he activates. I don't know how long does he have to activate the rematch?
He got 30 days. He got 30 days to activate it. I think, honestly, I don't want to see an immediate one. But if it's immediate, if it's in December, we're gonna have to put a condo on his wrist because he definitely cashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to see a rematch. I mean, I'll watch it. I don't think it's necessary. I'm not paying for it, but I don't think it's necessary.
No, they give my money.
That's what they want to do. Shit, it's their career. I don't think that he needs to take any more damage. That's why.
I mean, if he feels like he needs more, give him more.
I just want to see him walk away off the sport, not on a stretcher. I want to see him walk away healthy and rich.
Well, I think honestly, if they fight I think Derek James, because there's nothing left. You done lost the 0. You done all that shit is gone. So if you start seeing the same, I think Derek James will throw in the towel quicker. I don't think the punishment will be allowed to be prolonged like that.
Right. He shouldn't have. He should have stopped it in the 7th round.
He should have stopped that shit and really he could have 7th round for sure. 7th round for sure. Cause I'm gonna be real with you. Seeing that shit, seeing Errol fall like that, I'm just not. It's a Nas lyric that Nas says, and niggas can't believe me like seeing that nigga Zap drop. And that's exactly what I thought of when I seen Errol Spence fall. I was like, God damn, bro. Like,
and that was the 3 times.
Yeah, I can't believe this shit.
Yeah. He couldn't believe it. That first one, you could see the shock on his face in round 2 when he got dropped the first time. He couldn't fucking believe it.
Like, damn.
He couldn't fucking believe that shit. He looked shocked as shit.
The body language told me I don't think I could beat this dude. But you know what, motherfucker, I'm finna throw, and that's why he came out the third round throwing everything he had, and he wasted himself. Because the thing about Errol Spence is Errol Spence got a hell of a second win. He always get fucking winded around round 4 or 5. Did he get his? That's when Ugas hit his ass. I think it was like round 4 or 5.
It was 5. It was 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then he catches his second win, but this time the demoralization that set in. Damn, a second win. This nigga knocked me down. I gotta get. And he turned into what everybody else said. What would happen with Crawford? He had to get his lick back.
Yeah.
He turned into that.
Like he got emotional. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how these narratives that everybody was saying actually turned out to be the antithesis in the fight for the fighters.
Like they jinxed themselves or something.
Yeah, it's like what they said, and what they used to campaign against Crawford turned into the Achilles heel of Errol Spence. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't this. He had a well match made. Matchmaking was perfect for him. Like that was the Achilles heel for Terence Crawford, but it became the antithesis. It became the narrative for Errol Spence in the fight.
Well, you see a lot of Freudian, there's a lot of Freudian shit in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how like somebody will accuse you of doing the thing that they're doing. And to where, he was hoping, he was looking at Terence Crawford through his eyes and his flaws. And it was like, nah, maybe like Crawford's different.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think Errol Spence created those talking points. Those talking points was given to him.
Right.
I don't think because Errol Spence don't come off to me as that type of person. You know what I'm saying? All that shit was, he just started running with the narrative of certain boxing affiliations and that's on these YouTube streets, and they just start running with it.
Yeah.
They just start running with it. Like to call another black man top ranked Toby, that shit never sat well with me.
No. That's some bullshit right there.
That shit never said.
But did he actually say, or was that just the channel saying that? I never heard.
No. I never heard Errol Spence say that.
Right.
I'm just saying for other black men to speak like that against another brother.
Niggas got mental issues. I don't even pay no attention to what the fuck.
That shit wasn't cool with me, man.
Yeah, all that race baiting bullshit. That shit
never.
Megazar.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I just came back in. Y'all probably already said it, but I was about to say, he didn't come up with those talking points, but he played into a lot of those shits.
No, he did. I'm saying he didn't come up with it, but he didn't never be like, hey man, he never like took the wheel and stirred his own fucking car when it came to that shit. No,
but did he say, did he say I'll beat you like a slave?
He said Kunta Kinte. He said they was like,
that's right, yeah.
Emotionally, mentally, spirit. He said
so it's like he pivoted off of that top rate Toby shit.
He said maybe even spiritually. But then he thought about it for a second. He said, you know what? It's gonna be kind of like when they broke Kunta Kinte. You remember that? It's gonna be kind of like that.
Yeah, that was at the first press conference, right?
No, that was on $1 million worth of game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then check the fly shit.
I just saw the soundbite. I didn't watch his. I only watched Bud.
After the fight, did you hear Terence Crawford tell Errol Spence, "I love you, bro. It's all love."
Yeah.
You already know.
Well, he didn't stoop down.
Already
told
you that.
You know why? Because the man had mercy, man. That shit, honestly, that kind of hurt him to have to do that to Errol Spence, man. Because of how ill prepared he was, I could just feel it. Because it hurt me. Like, God damn.
I just feel like it wasn't personal. For
No, it's not personal. That's all it is. It ain't no, I don't want to hurt him and all of that.
No,
man,
it's business.
If I take it light on this dude, that might be the 1 second he need to throw
That's
that
right.
out. This killer be killed after the fight.
Exactly. You signed up for this shit. You get what you get.
Okay.
Ain't no taking the light on.
So y'all gonna act like y'all didn't see this dude pull up. He pulled up, man. He could have ended that dude earlier than what he did, bro. He pulled up. He showed him mercy.
He definitely did.
I ain't gonna watch that
I don't
fight.
think so. I think that you wouldn't have had to stop the fight if he was pulling up.
I'm saying
perfect.
I'm saying
perfect, Foodie.
Nah, listen. This is what I'm
saying. That don't even make no sense to me.
No, what I'm saying.
Knock him down 3 times if he was pulling up.
If you look at his
that
punch
nigga was
output,
on his way to pound that nigga straight into the pave to the.
If you look at his punch output, that shit started decreasing after run. He caught. If you look at he only hit him what? ain't hit him that many times around 7, and not because he was gone.
Well, Mark pulled it up earlier. I don't remember how many, but I know he landed 60% of his overall punches, 50% of all of his power punches, and,
he landed 60 power punch. It was the power punches that was 60, and the overall
50 overall total 50. Okay, I got it backwards. And then Spence landed 20%.
Yeah, and 11% of his jabs.
So why would he need to keep on punching him? And why would he need to waste his energy? He's
counter punching. He ain't even
right.
He countering off his Spence mistake.
He's countering off of Spence. He's not even punching enough for him to counter off.
Okay, my thing is, I've seen him fight.
We gotta agree to disagree because
I definitely disagree because I believe he showed that man mercy.
Well, yeah, you can see it however you want to see it. You're right.
Yeah, because me and Hap went through the same thing earlier, and I was like, we just gotta agree to disagree on that one because that dude is a killer in there. His killer be killed. It ain't no showing no mercy until they say
He is highly competitive.
I show you mercy by stopping when the ref say stop. That's showing you mercy. That's showing restraint.
That nigga was Rick Grimes. That nigga was Rick Grimes in there with the Walking Dead. Like it's only so much he had to do.
Yeah, Bud is all go all the time. That nigga don't know how to let up. That nigga's go all the time. He will beat you in basketball. He will beat you in wrestling. He will beat you in boxing. He will beat you in I don't know if he played dominoes or space, but he'll beat your ass. He's very highly competitive.
He's competitive, but I wax his ass on the track. Pause.
I don't know.
Man, Bud got a freestyle ready for your
Now he better keep that shit. This ain't boxing, nigga.
Keep that shit in your back pocket.
That nigga Bud look like he can do everything. That nigga probably paint pictures and shit in there.
Bud to get to
And he's very good at
Let
everything.
me find out Bud got bars.
Nigga get rapped like a mummy coming around these parts trying to rap.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know nothing else that Errol Spence does. Does he play basketball? Like, what else does he do?
Man,
Roy Jones played basketball.
Nah, he got a horse for him. He be winning around.
Nah, Errol.
I'm talking about to develop himself as an athlete.
That nigga was born with that shit.
Shot.
Man, that nigga was born with that athletic shit. That nigga.
Nah, Errol Spence is athletic too. He just ain't the athlete that fucking Crawford is. Like
year round type shit.
Yeah, when you looking at my thing is when you looking at LeBron James, his athleticism compared to Dwayne Wade's athleticism, they both athletic, but it's only one LeBron James.
But he made it to the Olympics, though, right? Or was it just the Olympic trial?
Yeah.
Bud didn't go to the Olympics, right?
Nope.
He got kicked out team. Some shit. I don't know.
In the trials.
Yeah.
Exactly. When he made it to the trial.
But we all know a lot of the Olympics should be politics anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we know that. I don't pay attention to that shit. But I was just asking. So he's obviously good enough to be Olympic ready. That's what I'm saying. That ain't easy.
Yeah, he was a world class
sponsors. People sponsored him and then got there.
Yeah.
And he was like 15, something like that. Errol Spence? Yeah.
What age did Spence start boxing?
Around that time, I think I would have. Well, maybe before that. I don't know. I think he went to the Olympics like around that time.
Now Spence was in his early 11, 12, like you know what I'm saying. He started boxing young.
It's a video out when he was like, I started boxing in 2015. I was 20, but he said the years.
I remember that. I remember that shit.
He confused me with the years. But he said that year though. But basically, Bud been boxing since he was 7 though, so definitely been boxing longer.
He come from a lineage of boxers too, though. Like you got to throw that in there because that's important.
His father boxed, and I think his grandfather
and his uncles and his uncles.
And he's a street brawler.
Hey, look, man, we was telling them niggas like Bud a wrestler. They was like, man, this ain't no wrestling match, nigga.
Right? What the fuck you think they be doing in the ring? When you got to get out of a fucking hold. Do you think they just stand there? That's the hug, like they like to hug like that. Them motherfuckers are trying.
You know, the Bud could break Spence hold, but Spence couldn't break Bud hold when Bud was clinching.
Right, and he was still punching him in the fucking hold very effectively.
Yep. Or he'll let go and punch real quick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be strong. This motherfucker holding your arms and you put punching the fuck out of him.
I'm just so glad I got to see this in my lifetime.
Man.
I have so many brothers and sisters who we used to talk about this fight, and they passed away.
Yeah.
E. Hodges, Kurt Sugar.
There are plenty of times when I got up here, I was like, man, that shit ain't happening.
Yeah. A lot of people just said it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Bud went out there and showed them niggas I can get some money without y'all, and they was like,
All right, we got to treat him right. Him and Spence talk.
Exactly. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Shit, this is a business.
Spence said, "All right, man, let's talk." And they talked, and they figured it out on their own, without everybody else. That's the story. Spence and Crawford made this shit happen.
Even though he did win that fight on BOK Prime because the padding was out of his gloves,
Oh yeah, on the side, like he doing hammer fist.
Right.
And on the knuckle, just on the side by the pinky.
That's what Puro was saying last night. And that, all that what did he say? That Spence, all he need to do is faint more in the next fight. So he gonna feint him to death.
Oh, he gonna feint all right.
Fake
it ain't the fight that they want.
The ghost of his last fight.
I'm gonna be real with you.
The feint.
They don't need to. They run it back in December. It might be even worse shellacking.
I'm saying 4 months. It is gonna be in 4 months.
It's Christmas time.
Hey, look, we need this for
Christmas time. It'll be the feast of the 7 fishes.
I think 4 months is not enough time for his brain to heal from the beating that he took.
It's more than enough time. He'll be all right.
Yes, exactly. I can't wait. We just had to
I think July 29th, that's when he comes back in. Like, they're going to run some tests on him. If he ain't ready, they ain't going to prove him. They didn't let him fight.
In September, not July.
Yeah, they're going to run a CAT scan MRI. He'll be all right. Or he won't be. And
if he passes, then yeah.
I think what happened because they didn't let him fight with that torn retina. They ain't gonna let him fight with brain damage. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they can't.
I think neurologically, I believe he's good. I don't know if he's good psychologically, but neurologically, I believe
he's qualified though. That ain't even our job.
That's between him and God. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Him and his coach, his trainer, his doctor that he see for his PTSD or whoever.
Better get right with God.
We all got some psychological shit going on. Look. You got to be a halfway motherfucker to go in there and say, I'm going to be a prize fighter for a living.
Yeah.
You got to be a little touchy.
These niggas ain't, man, come on, bro. You a different thinking motherfucker anyway. You're like, yeah, I'm going to punch people in the face and get punched in the face for a living. Even when I'm not fighting.
Over and over and over again.
That's what I do for a living. I punch people in the face and I get punched in the face and in my organs. Even when I'm practicing and training for a fight, I got to get punched in my face.
I love doing it.
Right. It's like what Ward said. That's why he retired. He said, I don't want to punch nobody no more. And I don't want to get punched no more.
Shit like that, man. It's some gladiator shit.
Nah,
these motherfuckers are different, yo.
Mark, did you hear when I was saying I think Terence got three more fights in him at the most?
Yeah, I heard it, but I was blacking them out. Go ahead.
I'm talking about at a high level. Because I really don't think, if this girl
don't start about 37, no later than 38, right?
Yeah, 37, right at 37. He don't need
I see that too. I can see that too, but I'm of the belief that I don't care if he fight 5 more times and get knocked out 5 times in a row. That nigga's in the history books, bro.
Nah, he is, but I'm gonna be real with you. When you make it to where he make it, how he made it, I want 42-0, 43-0. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That way, you know what I'm saying, with 3-time undisputed. So I could say, yeah, man, I saw, you know what I'm saying, I was around to see Mayweather. I saw SOG and I saw that goddamn Terence Crawford, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to say that I saw these 3 men.
I just want to see him fight and beat that shit talking ass Charlo, and I want to be there for that one for sure. I couldn't be there for this one, but I'm definitely gonna be there.
Like Terence said, they took years off my career making me wait for this shit.
Right.
I could have been further on. You know what I'm saying?
Because of their agenda with their fight.
Guess what he said? But I understand it though. Right after that, he said, "I understand it though."
I understand. It all happened for a reason.
What does it matter now? You got the opportunities right in your face now. Who gives a shit?
It is what it is. I move on.
No point bitching over it.
Yep. Yeah, but he almost sounded like he about to cry when he was like, and they said I was too small. They doubted me. Nobody believed in me. I was like, oh man, this is some Antoine Fisher shit. I'm still standing. I'm still strong. I was like,
he said in the ring, he said, I'm just so full of emotions right now. I feel like I could cry right now.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, at the end, right?
Yeah, when they're putting the belts on him and he did the first dude that
you see, yeah, nah, it's just, it was a great moment to see the performance. Like I said, will be talked about. It'll be talked about forever in boxing.
Yeah, man. We're gonna pass this around to our grandkids, man.
Right.
We
And
ain't
I'm
gonna.
glad he beat him like that. I knew he wasn't gonna let it go to the cards. Period. I knew he was gonna knock him
You
out.
talking about this nigga like how the OGs be up there. He's no Willie Pep. He's good, but he's not Willie. I'm like, this nigga ain't no Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah, right. Bud Crawford would have whooped his ass at what weight? At any weight.
Yep.
From 35 to 54. Undisputed except one time he would have beat everybody.
Yeah, I really hope. I want to see that 3-time undisputed.
We don't have an aneurysm.
I
I'm
want
80 years old.
I want to see it.
And do that and ride off into the sunset and continue to coach the next generation.
I want him to do whatever makes him happy, man. Like if he want to keep fighting, it was like, fuck it, man. I want to try my luck at 160, man. I want to dare myself. I keep beating.
I would support him. Shit.
I'm beating all these guys easy, man.
I support him.
One more fight at 160. I'm gonna retire that win, lose, the draw.
Like I said, I think he beats everybody between 147 and 160. I do.
And I was
everybody. Everybody.
It's like 160. Let's see it. He walk around in 168, right? 160 something.
Yeah, he said.
Did you say 170 or 160?
Nah, he said 160 because he said he was like 160, like not Breakfast Club, but the Ebro interview. He said he was at like 160.
Yeah,
161 or some
he
shit.
Said, no, he didn't say the number. He said in the 160s.
In 160, he said his body was in pain because he's putting the weight back on. When your muscles start to fill back up with water, it's painful.
Yeah, he said going from one weight to another in a short period of time, that shit started hurt.
Same with losing really fast. That shit hurts too.
Yeah, like Errol Spence losing them damn titles in 9 rounds. Oh, he lost that fat. Oh my God, it was beautiful. That nigga
fucking beautiful, man.
Sliding it, getting rocked to the over here, falling over his feet, getting up there. James don't know what the
beautiful destruction. And that nigga face just started swelling up hella fast.
He said in line
red like a motherfucking blow pop.
He said Spence in line skates right now. You wrong.
It was crazy how red his face turned. Like cuts over his eyes. And they were closed, and he had a split on his mouth.
When you get hit flush,
look like a motherfucking blow pop.
Yeah, that was Black Captain America against the Red Skull.
Somebody said it had something to do with reconstructive surgery.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know that. I'm not.
That's why he wasn't bleeding, like just let blood. He was just brute. He was swelling up. Was that Tuddy Atlas or somebody?
Nah, that was another YouTube doctor.
No. It was Steve, like it was somebody on TV, like who's a show. They was talking about.
No, I don't know if that has anything to do with circulation.
Teddy Atlas, but I did a reaction to it already. They was talking about that jaw not ever really being tested.
That could be more of the reason than some reconstructive surgery.
Yeah, but they was talking about that jaw wasn't gotten tested. But they was just talking about how red his face was and why he wasn't,
That was weird. It was almost
like
like
bruising. It wasn't, he didn't get real bad bruising. It just was turning red and swelling up.
Well, not until the end. You saw his face at the end. That nigga looked like he had a whole Halloween mask on. He didn't even look like himself.
He looked like Thriller Night.
Yeah. Both eyes were swollen in different sizes, and his nose was even swollen. His lip was busted.
I'm proud of him too, man. He went in there and took that shit, man. He didn't come out in no shades. Nah, man. Nah, he's like, I'm gonna let y'all see it. That's what he did to me. Look what you did to me.
And he ain't cried like Charlo. Yeah.
Oh, nah, he did cry in the locker room. I know that.
Oh yeah, he did.
No, I'm talking. Not on camera. Like,
they not gonna show that. They wasn't gonna show that.
The lady who accidentally went into his locker room. She was from. I saw her early, and she was asking me what.
Well, he has a right to cry. I mean, that shit's and your adrenaline is coming down. Even just when your adrenaline is coming down, that shit, your emotions all right. I said he didn't cry on camera like Charlo did.
He did.
Oh, Tony lost it to Tony Harrison.
Man, everybody cried.
Yeah.
Man.
Them niggas like to cry. They're very emotional.
Mom, bro.
That's not a fight. Like, cause it's so much of me against you. It's a manly thing. Somebody bested you in physical combat. Yeah, man. Even if you ain't hurting from the fight, man. Like
it's the adrenaline. When your adrenaline starts to come down, all your emotions just like kind of rush,
Especially if you lost and you know you lost, you're like, man, you start replaying.
man, you be replaying the fight in your head 1,000 times. You want to talk to people about it and tell them what you saw and like what you could and ask them what. Yeah, man.
Right.
That shit hard to shake, man.
It's raw emotion. It's raw emotion.
Yeah, man. I'm glad he got to know what that feel like after talking all that shit. I'm glad he got to feel them raw emotions. Okay, great.
Shout out to raw emotions.
Great emotions. Welcome to my world, Spence. I lost.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't even think. I think if they didn't have this built-in narrative form, he wouldn't have talked shit like that, bro.
I don't either.
I think he had to feed. I think he had to feed into that, but I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's but he had to. You had to kind of overcompensate and step out of, make sure you sell the fight and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but sir, he was doing that for a while though with the strap season and man down. He's always been a very braggadocious type guy when it comes to boxing.
Not to that degree that he was with Terence Crawford.
Absolutely not.
He always sounded to me like he was just picking up other people's talking points, like it wasn't
He
original.
was talking crazy to Keith Thurman before. He was talking crazy to Shawn Porter.
Not to the degree of Terence Crawford, because I believe.
But he's a promoter of record on his fight, so he got to sell the fight more. Now he's he's a promoter, not just a promoter in name. He's a promoter of record.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like,
and Bill was too, so that's why we heard him talk more.
Well, Bud told the Crawford company line, the slow talking Midwest Mayweather. Well,
like I said before,
they're both hell of a fighters. They're two hell of a fighters. They start towing the Crawford company line. I take nothing away from Errol. He's a great fighter, but I'm the best.
Mm-hmm.
We're two hell of a fighters, but I'm the most hell of a fighter.
Most hell of a
Well, Floyd Mayweather killed me with that shit.
It was one time I heard Crawford say some shit. He said, so they was like, you can't fight the number 6 guy, and David Avenesian. So they want to see me fight Errol Spence, the number 2 guy. I was like, look at this nigga, don't say I'm number 1. With one belt, that nigga got 3 belts. That it was like, so I can't fight the number 2 guy. I mean, number 6 guy. So they was like, fight Errol Spence. He, so I'm fighting number 2 guy. Shit, I was like, yo, that was like all the they kept asking about the rematch. My man was like, y'all got to talk to him about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lose.
They're both two hell of a fighters. No.
I got
that's some of the funniest shit I've heard in my life, bro.
It kind of irritated me at the press conference when they did the coin toss, and Spence, Crawford won, and Spence talked about how come I got to be the second one. It's Spence Crawford on the market. Not Crawford Spence.
You agreed to it, bro.
Yeah.
The coin toss and then got mad when he lost the coin toss.
Spence Crawford, not Crawford Spence. Like, shut the fuck up.
But you agreed to that.
You agreed to this. You knew it like this.
Coin toss, and you knew the winner gets to decide whether I'm gonna walk first, whether I'm gonna walk second.
This is one of the one small details that you guys cannot negotiate in the boardroom. And you guys
if that was one of the this was one of the things. Come on, bro. This is what be stopping the fights.
Yeah. So y'all decided that this was gonna be an okay determinant, and then you bitch about the outcome. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop
I wonder how much
you sound like a child.
I wonder how much of the deal changed from when they first was trying to fight to when they finally got the fight over the hill. Like,
they both got over 20-some million.
Other than
the guarantees, they got
guarantees. Like, what else what changed? Because it was
they probably opened up the books to Crawford like he
didn't
wanted.
know what the fuck was getting spent. And I think when they
might have opened up the book to his firm, to who they have. He has CA or whoever that.
Yeah, let us know what's going on. Shit.
So maybe they agreed to open up the books to him like he wanted. But there's no need if you're going to get a bigger guarantee. The reason why he wanted the books open before is because he was going to take a percentage. If you're going to take a percentage, then you want to know.
What changed in the deal? Maybe that changed too. Like,
well, then the guarantee.
I just don't want a guarantee now. I need a guarantee and a pay-per-view split. And it ain't gonna be no 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Fuck
Yeah, I
around.
don't know what their pay-per-view split is, but I know they made 21 million at the door. So, but I don't know what it is. It's because that's paid over years, you know. So I don't know what it's gonna be. But I know he didn't have a guarantee before, and now they have an 8-figure guarantee. Both of them. Don't know exactly what those actual figures are, but
sound like Crawford won in negotiations to me, and then we had a fight. Get a man what he asking for, you get the fight.
So, and it is good because he didn't take it without it.
And then he did all that. You did all this, and then go in there and get beat up.
Yep.
Crawford said, "You got to pay me properly for this ass whipping. This shit ain't free. That shit to do. I want transparency."
Well, he didn't only get the highest payday. Spence got the highest payday, and that's because Crawford held out and said, "No, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna take that shit." And therefore, Spence couldn't take whatever they were gonna give him before either. They weren't gonna give him no 8 figures. He wasn't getting an 8-figure guarantee.
Nope.
But since Spence held out, since Crawford held out and he was strong and he stood on his square, that also benefited Errol Spence.
Yeah, he probably told Errol Spence, "Hey man, if you tell them you want this, they ain't got no choice but to do it because they ain't got no other fight to make.
Right.
They don't have another fight to make. You still firm on you go in there and tell them this, they gonna have to do it."
Right.
And Errol Spence, you know, he went in there and did it.
He got that other black man his highest payday as well. So.
But went in there and told him, like, this is what I learned when I went over there to be okay prime for that fight. It's like, this guy got 10 million. This how the fight broken down and how you really
because he's never afraid to bet on himself. That's what it takes to be successful.
When you step in that goddamn ring, that's the ultimate bet. So just betting on the money part, that's the easy part.
Clearly it ain't. Otherwise they would have fought in November, right? If it was so easy.
Well, now I'm just saying in turn. All I'm saying is like betting on yourself, like the money part. That's easier than betting on yourself in that goddamn ring, and we saw that.
Well, not necessarily. You have to build up your resume also and your experience in order to be marketable, in order to have some leverage. It's all about leverage. There ain't nothing easy about becoming leverage, gaining leverage in order to, be a power player in negotiations. That took time. That took a lot of time. Some Spence wasn't able to do. Spence gave him whatever they gave him at PBC all his career. Over time he got a little bit more, but it wasn't like he was going in there and negotiating. He was taking what Al was telling him that he was worth. He wasn't negotiating his worth. These are prize fighters, so that's a huge part of what they do. And a lot of them, they will just take that paycheck, whatever they tell you that you're worth. It's more money than you've ever made before, but Crawford wasn't satisfied with that anymore. So, because everybody want to talk about the fights he didn't get when he was over there with Bob Arum, but he got paid what he was supposed to get paid. He got paid what he wasn't suing Bob because he wasn't getting paid what he was supposed to get paid, the $6 million for fighting Porter, and I can't remember what he was getting paid before that. What was it? It was about the not getting the Pacquiao fight, right? And he was promised that. I don't know if that's still active or not.
All in all, because I'm getting sleepy, I'm gonna have to wrap it up.
Yeah.
All in all, we were privy to one of the best sports moments in our lifetime. We got a performance that we could all hang our hats on as Bud fans to add to the litany of destruction in welterweight in his welterweight years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? TKOs or KOs, and it was all great. And when they piece all this shit up together, the crowning jewel in that goddamn crown is gonna be what he did to Errol Spence.
And now we all see why Kenny Porter stopped the fight early.
Yeah, because that was Sean. That was Sean's fate. It was inevitable.
That's what was gonna happen. Yep.
They had like a damn near 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
It was about to get ugly for Sean. Even if he made it through that round, he was gonna take a whole lot of beating, bro.
He wasn't finna make it through that round.
I don't think so neither. There's too much time left.
But let Sean tell it he didn't train the way that he was supposed to for the fight.
No, he actually came out and said that he did. He trained hard. He said he didn't have the backing from his father. He didn't have the encouragement in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, he came out and said he
He
trained.
just did this week, or like a couple days ago, Foodie.
Huh? He said it a couple of days ago because I was watching the Porterweight podcast, and it was earlier this week. And one of his friends alluded to the fact that he said, "And you didn't train like you were supposed to." And he said, "We'll talk about that later." I didn't watch the whole episode.
Yeah,
so.
and then he said,
I'll put his screenshot of what he's doing, so you'll know which one to look.
Yeah, he went into detail that he did. He said, "You see how Bud Corner told him you down." He said, "My dad never told me. My dad never told me you're doing good, son. Keep it up."
Yeah, that's the episode. Yeah.
He said, "I didn't get that." He said, "I didn't get that in my corner. So now I'm thinking I'm not doing what I'm doing." He said, "But I was ahead on some scorecards."
And he's like, to be fair, he did say the game plan y'all saw there was my game plan.
What I wanted
to do. What I want to do. That was my game plan. It was like, what was the corner's game plan? Pressure. You said if I just would have came out pressuring him, Foodie, you said I would have ended up like Errol Spence.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, makes sense. He sure would have.
And he even went on a lynch and said himself. He said, "I did better than Errol Spence."
Yep.
And he did.
He did. Avanesian did better than Errol Spence.
No, I don't know about that one.
He did.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
He did.
He did. He landed hard shots. He didn't get dropped 3 times.
Yeah, he got dropped for good. Goddamn.
One time and went to sleep, and he didn't take no beat, and he was up partying, drinking margaritas. You know, fine. Face won't all beat up. That dude took a beating for 9 rounds.
Blood just coming out everywhere.
Yeah, man. Avanesian might have did a little bit better because he was doing good and then he just went to sleep. Well, he wasn't even doing good. He was losing.
I was gonna say he was, man. Bud,
he was losing too.
Man, Bud was
Look, I told y'all what BBE stand for. I've been putting it on everything for the longest. BBE, Bud beats everybody.
Bro, Bud was in there doing dancing machine moves with Michael Jackson. He was like, "Man, let me go get this nigga up out of here, man. I'm ready to go home, man."
Yeah, so I'm going to Top Golf after this.
Nah, I'm finna go. Nah, that nigga literally finna go home. He was in Nebraska. He was like, "Man, what time them niggas say that barbecue was? I'm in here bullshit, man. Ain't this nigga up. Nigga, sit down, nigga. Get out of here. We'll make you a plate. You leaving out tonight? Come on through the house. We'll get you a plate, man."
And you know, Bud do be doing niggas like, you know what I'm saying, that old cookout ass whooping where, you know, nigga been drunk talking shit at the domino tables.
Let me get this nigga on out of here. Yeah.
You know, that is like 2 times where he knocked people out like on cue real quick.
Yeah, he be like,
you know what? Let me tell this nigga.
And he did with David Avanesian when they was like, "We're gonna have to after this round, we're gonna pause so we can switch gloves." He was like, "Nah, we ain't got time for that."
That nigga Bowman said, "Say, Bud, the ribs is smoking, man. What are you doing with this nigga, bro?" And we got you. He said, "Man, you show up the goddamn gloves coming apart. All right, man, let me go and get this nigga out the way, man. Bing, bow. Hey, man, party at my house, Evanescence, you bring your family through too, man. We ain't on that shit, man. Go and get you some food. Bomac a hell of a cook."
Type shit. Like, yeah, that's that old cookout ass whooping. You know what I'm saying?
Like, if you look at that knockout, it was just like, all right, I'm done. Let me quit playing with this nigga.
They did have a party after, though. They did.
It's a parade in my city. It was North Omaha was lit. So yeah. So nah, like I was finna wrap it up. Great shit. Great moment for Team Bud all over the place. I gotta give it to Mark. When I was talking to Mark said, "I believe he stops him." And I said, "I do too." I wasn't as confident as Mark. But I'm not talking about this fight week. I'm talking about like a year ago. I think he stops him. That's exactly what Mark said. I think he stops him. I was like, yeah, I was more so hoping he stopped him. Mark said, "I believe he stops him." Clips just straight out said he's not going to be able to do nothing with the half step. And I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Bobby Brown like dancing? What are you talking about, Clips? What are you talking about?
That was funny. Go ahead.
Every little step I take, half step. What are you talking about, Clips? You know, Clip's gonna get a diatribe. You know, when I was 15, I blah blah blah. Clip's gonna go into the whole diatribe, and I still didn't know what he was talking about. But I believed that he believed what he was talking about. So I rolled with it. Clip's my bro. So Clips told me straight out, it's not gonna be close. So it's not gonna be close, brother. That's what he told me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know about that, Clips. Then I was talking to my bro. Oh my God. He finna get beat up. I'm like, say, bro. I said, Brandon, what if he don't though? I said, what if he don't? I said, Brandon, you be prepared. I said, Bud gonna stop him in the tent. And I was just going out on the limb. And that was fight week. He said, poor brother. Exactly what he said. And I started laughing. I said, say, man, that's why he called me around too. You was right, man. I don't know shit about boxing. That's what he said. You was right.
I love it.
Yeah, man. But hey, good night, man. Officially became a member tonight. I was
Tell me that Brandon Washington story all over again once a night. Close out the show with that every night. Every night I need to close out with that.
Yeah, but it was great chopping up with y'all. Always good to see my peoples. Lisa Bells, always good to see you, sis. Philip H, you know the regulars, Foodie, Clips, Abigail giving me big Hayes. Hayes in the, you know what I'm saying? Good seeing y'all, man. I'm about to turn it in.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn up, Mark. Now that I'm a member, man, we're gonna turn up, brother.
For sure.
No doubt, man.
What new interview, Abigail? Somebody got a new interview?
Nothing, but that's when we were talking about the Porter way, and she was saying, "Yeah, there's a new interview."
Oh yeah, y'all got anything else, man?
Nah. I'm about to lay it down. Good night. Nothing but love. Shout out to Jake Paul, getting another win. Wow. We shout out to Terence Bud Crawford. I really need him and Clarissa Shields to do a photo shoot together as the first man and women of boxing. You know what I'm saying? That would be real dope.
Have all the belts laid out on both sides.
Especially if they dressed up like ancient African kings and queens. That'd be dope.
I ain't gonna do all of that. Come on, man. Why they just can't have a nice suit on or just some boxing?
They can do that too.
The ancient African kings and queens.
Nah, just draped in gold. Just draped in gold.
Came from Mexico, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and America, right?
Ooh.
I'm not opposed to it, but I think they could do both. Do traditional modern day American and
y'all got that Wakanda shit, man.
Wakanda shit.
Yeah, they go Wakanda forever. But yeah,
it's be interesting to see how that turns out. But yeah, that would be dope for them to do that after she fights Keith Thurman, which I think is absolutely ridiculous.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see no man and no woman putting their hands on each other. But
yep, co-ed. Thank you, Foodie. I don't believe in no co-ed fighting whatsoever, not even as exhibition or novelty. It's just
not
cool.
even in sparring. No need for that shit.
Yeah,
but
life and death shit.
It's their own.
Did you see that footage she put out, Foodie, of the compilation of her sparring dudes?
I think was that like a year ago or something like that? It was a while ago, right?
It just popped up the other day.
Then I didn't see
up like a couple days ago. It said, "Good morning, Keith One Time Thurman."
Oh no, I did not see that.
Yeah, and it was just like a compilation of her sparring dudes, and she was like, Andre Durrell, the only dude that ever took it light on me, and that's because he's my uncle or my.
They all took it light on you, hon. They ain't gonna punch you like no man.
Knock your ass smooth the fuck out. And then what?
They ain't gonna punch you like no man.
I ain't gonna lie. She does look impressive in that footage against them dudes, but that's sparring.
Well, yeah, but she looks impressive for a girl against fighting a man, not no man fighting a man.
No, they were. I'm telling you, got to see the footage though, Foodie.
I'll look at it, but I don't believe that they was using their full man strength on her. I just.
Well, I knew some girls who just.
I ain't gonna say it was or wasn't. I'm just saying she did look impressive, but you have to always wonder. Like she said, they ain't taking it easy on her. But
no, I'm not saying skill wise that she's not really good. I mean, I guess
you're not. I'm talking about what she said about Anthony Andre Darrell, the only dude that ever took a light on me, and you said they all did. She might not ever know. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I just have delusions of grandeur. Who knows? But when you
I'm
watch,
I'm not saying that she. I personally don't think that the men were hitting her like they would hit another man.
me neither. Like especially if you the sparring partner. I'm your sparring partner, help you get ready for a fight. What I look like, knock you out. But let's keep in mind, this is still sparring. Big gloves, no, and you got headgear.
Right.
You trying to fight Keith Thurman? It's gonna be 3-minute rounds, which you ain't used to. No headgear, smaller gloves.
3 minute 12 round. 3 minute 12 rounds.
Okay, let's say it was 10. That's still too much. Keith Thurman gonna.
Somebody said that it was gonna be more like an exhibition or something.
Man, they ain't doing that shit.
Shouldn't be allowed, man.
This is gonna be a real sanctioned fight.
Nobody said nothing about that. Who said it was gonna be a sanctioned fight? Somebody in the chat.
That's a question I'm asking.
Oh, nah. I don't think that should happen at all.
They're just gonna be fighting for what? For
They're not fighting at all. That's what I keep trying to say. They're not fighting at all.
oh, I thought they really were.
She calling them out. She want to fight them
on Twitter. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I keep on seeing things like her getting ready for her next fight. I'm like, wait a minute, he fighting Ugas, right? Like soon, this month, right?
Ugas Thurman. I like that.
Did they announce it? Did they announce it? It's official.
I thought they had a date. No.
Last time I heard, Keith Thurman said it's nothing official. Brian Custer said in an interview was like, so you are fighting Ugas? He said, nah. So you going off of what you've been hearing on, blah blah blah. That ain't finished yet. And then he does one of those Keith Thurman rants. He talked about it on that interview, but you never know with Keith Thurman, man. You just never know, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey,
he's another one. How long he been out the ring? What, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 months.
Gotta get a bag.
He been out the ring 20 months. Wow. He fought Barrios last year in like January, February.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah, 2023 in like January or February 2023. 2020, 24, man.
Barrios was the bounce back too, right?
Huh?
The Barrios was his bounce back fight.
Yeah, that was the get back fight.
Yeah, after the Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, that's too long. That's too long in between. He needed something else. Even if it was a tomato can, he just needed to be in the ring again.
Fuck him. It is what it is. Go ahead. Y'all final thoughts, man. I'm gonna close this shit out.
I already gave my final thoughts, man. I love you. I love the whole neighborhood, man. Peace to you, Mark Nash. Booty. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Check y'all out later.
All right. Peace. She gone. All right, peace. All right, man. It's your man, Mark Nash, Breaking Beats. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Oh, dreams require sleep. Goals require your effort. Go out and get your goals. Respect is free. Disrespect costs you everything. Your family, your freedom, your life, most importantly. Yo, welterweight undisputed title. You gonna get your ass whooped talking that shit, Bud Crawford. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
This